review, but it looks like they got a first down on a quarterback sneak. So it's 1st and 10 in Seattle territory. There's 11 minutes to go. I'm not expecting a Titans comeback just because of what's been going on.
The final whistle has blown. The game is final. But we're not done yet. This is Green Bay Game Night, powered by ESPN Wisconsin. Live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee. Alongside Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher and former Badger and Packer Gary Ellerson, here's Emmy Award-winning Homer.
Yes, history. First ever post-game started before the game is over, and want to apologize. It should have been done earlier, but Tausch was on assignment, or this post-game would have started with approximately, 5.5 minutes, 7:36 left. But anyway, that's not important. History will just say the first ever, I believe, post-game show in the history of the NFL before the game has even ended. Right now, the score is 23-6. Little upset. If they'd have gotten a field goal, a touchdown, then it would have been 27, and I could have been correct again, and it's going to be hard to get 4 points. Joining us now is Packer Hall of Famer with the first ever post-game comments before the game is over. Take it away, Mark Tauscher.
No, I don't think that it's the first time ever, but I will say this. I'm up at Lambeau, and I thought the same thing. When we kicked the field goal, go up 17, it was deuces. It was deuces regardless. You're an NFL professional team, and you have 39 yards passing. I mean, let's be honest. You can win games in college doing that. We've seen that. You ain't winning an NFL game.
No, they made a mistake. They never should have started passing.
Yeah, they should have just ran it.
Yes.
So I'll give Minnesota fans credit. A lot of purple up at Lambeau and a lot of exit left for the purple. I don't know if you call them people eaters or whatever you want to call them. They left at 7:36. I wanted to. I didn't get over here, but it is nice to get the post game off to a good start. So my opening statement today: ho hum, ho hum. I thought coming in, they're not going to be able to move the ball. Their quarterback is not ready for prime time. They've tried to convince themselves. Then they gave him 6 weeks off. They know, we know, they know we know, and they're just not going to be able to effectively move the football. So this was going to be a case their defense needed to create a bunch of turnovers. I thought Matt LaFleur ran the ball, stuck with it. You didn't put it in harm's way. Jordan Love was very, just consistent, didn't do anything crazy because you knew Minnesota wasn't going to be able to do anything. If they didn't bust a long run, they weren't going to score. And as I said, this felt more like the team that we saw in weeks 1 and 2 than it did the last couple times that this team has been here. So Minnesota is not very good on offense. Green Bay is incredibly good on defense. And when you factor those things in, you have an absolute drubbing. It was varsity versus JV. You have a varsity defense full of seniors playing when you have a quarterback like JJ, and maybe he'll get better, but that's what it looked like. They couldn't do anything today, and that's why you have an absolute drubbing, and we can start a post-game show 5 minutes early.
I have a question, Will. Did Tausch start sooner than I actually was listening, or have I heard the entire thing? Because I can't believe it. Because I know he said in there, Homer, you were right. The offense was every bit as good with Wilson as it has been with Jacobs. There was no loss whatsoever. You could probably argue that he was better than Jacobs, but you're not one to go too far. Homer, you were right. I mocked you at the time last week.
Were you? I thought you were being serious. Like you didn't hear me because I never said that and I won't say that? Or you think I actually said that?
I thought you must have said it. I just missed it. There's no way
Emmanuel
you
Wilson,
would do
Emmanuel Wilson was really good today.
Everybody. He might have been better than Jacobs. I'll let you defer.
Can go if you want to go down that route. You can. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the fact our defense completely annihilated the Minnesota Vikings today. This was the defense that we know and love. This is the defense that can win you a championship.
We got it. We're going to have a flesh it on that.
Okay.
But so you should have said it. You're now telling me Wilson was every bit as good as Jacobs could have been today.
What I'm saying is Emmanuel Wilson had a really good day. I want Josh Jacobs healthy and being a part of this group. But yeah, Emmanuel Wilson was really good today. Ran the ball well. Minnesota, give them credit. They emptied everything. Flores brought everything he had, and he recognized if we don't get turnovers, we ain't winning. Like I think Flores probably felt like Wisconsin has felt playing against some of these other teams where it's like we better create short fields. Our defense better be everything to us, or we're going to have a hard time winning. That was what Minnesota had up against it today, and they knew it. And Green Bay had a plan to not let that get into play. And once you got a 10-point lead, or a 7-point lead even, unless there was a fluky play, it was just not going to happen. And I think everybody knew it. And Green Bay played to it and just played exactly what they needed to do to win a game today.
As someone who's observed NFL quarterbacks, can you state that J.J. McCarthy is that bad, or how do you evaluate him versus other bad quarterbacks that you've seen?
Well, he's inexperienced, and he's not somebody that you can ask to drop back and make a bunch of plays on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and that's what Green Bay was able to get Minnesota into. So I'm not going to say he's god-awful, but right now he's just not.
Do you think he'll ever be any good? I want to state he will never be any good.
I'll say this. I hope that he stays in Minnesota for a long time. That's what I'll say. I hope he's the starting quarterback for the Vikings. I hope he's the starting quarterback for the Vikings for the next 5 years.
I believe.
That's what I hope.
I can't prove this. I believe O'Connell left him out there to be horrible because he doesn't want him. He didn't want him this year. He wanted Darnold, and he's hoping he can convince the GM that they have to move on today.
Yeah, they're going to definitely bring in more competition. I think they knew it. That's why they brought Carson Wentz in. I think they recognized there was mistakes made, and Sam Darnold, you can go through Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers. Any of them would have given you probably a good shot to win today, and J.J. McCarthy just didn't. So that's kind of where they're at. They knew it. I think they were hoping that there'd be a little quicker growth. Being an NFL quarterback is a hard deal, and J.J. McCarthy, he doesn't have the experience, and he's got I'll just say this in the nicest way, he's just got a long, long, long way to go.
Yeah, but
before he's going to be able to come into Lambeau Field and beat.
The question is, I don't think he'd ever start a game again for the Vikings, but I assume O'Connell may be forced to play him the rest of the year just to prove how bad he is. And the discussion
I don't really. In fairness, we're not doing a Vikings postgame.
No,
show.
but hold on.
They stink.
No, everything
their
is
offense
important.
Stinks.
Everything is important as it relates to the Green Bay Packers.
Our defense suffocated them. No, but it's not about Minnesota.
Yes,
today.
it is.
It's about. No, it's not.
Okay, well then I'll say
because if you don't have a dominant defense, you don't do that.
We have no idea if they're a dominant defense based on this game.
Oh, I think if you look back at what they did against Philly.
Again? Okay, yes.
What?
As far as this game.
Philly's the best team, one of the best teams in the NFC.
I know. I'm just saying, I said this game. This game tells me nothing about the greatness of the Packer defense. Okay.
Because Minnesota's offensive line is actually pretty good, and they didn't look good today.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can say what you want. So what I don't want to do is just sit here. I'm done breaking down J.J. McCarthy. I've told you my piece on it. I don't think our fans care. Like, it is what it is. I'd much rather talk about Micah Parsons and Devontae Wyatt and McDuffie and everybody suffocating and the fact that they couldn't do anything.
Correct.
30. I don't know what they ended up with. My Wi-Fi's out.
Anything?
How many yards throwing did Minnesota have today? It was 39 when I left.
Why couldn't they do anything?
No, I asked you a question. How many yards they have thrown?
They were
Why couldn't they do anything? Because they're not good on offense.
No, because their
quarterback
is one of the worst quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. And if you don't factor that in, people are going to think this defense is better than it is based on what they saw today.
All I can go off of is what we saw today. I'm not doing a season review. Today's game.
Of course you are. That's what's important for the rest of the year.
This is the Minnesota Viking Green Bay Packer postgame show. Now, if you want me to analyze the entire season, I can do that.
What?
I have. But I'm analyzing this game's postgame, and our defense dominated and suffocated a team that doesn't have a passing game, period. That's where we're at. They ran it a little bit, but you can't the greatest
Passing, they had
defenses.
52 yards.
And that was a lot of guard. I'm going to keep it at 39. I'm going to do the homer thing where it's only 39 yards.
I agree.
39 yards passing when the game was still in any type of play is, I mean, that is in like the height of the Barry Alvarez era, and we never threw it. That's what that is. And it's in an NFL game. So kudos to our defense. Kudos to Jeff Hafley. This was one of those, this is what you were supposed to do, and that's what you ended up doing. And when you can execute that, it's pretty awesome. And that's why, I'm telling you, there's not even like, Viking fans are walking out kind of like, ugh. And Packer fans are like, yeah, this is what we expected today. There's not like fireworks popping and everybody's popping champagne. It's like, yeah, we're better than Minnesota. We knew we were. We did what we were supposed to do. And now we're going to go. We're going to grab a bite and we're going to head home because that's what people do and it's expected. It's a workman day today. You grabbed your lunch pail. Now we're going to head to the car and we're going to head home. Boom. We did what we were supposed to do.
I'll accept that. I mean, that'll go with. By the way, and the game ended sooner than I expected after we started.
One of the fastest games. I'll tell you, this is great because
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. I had a long night last night. I'm excited that this puppy, we started this bad boy at like 2:35. This is one of the fastest games we've seen up here, and that's because Minnesota ran it.
Right.
Green Bay ran the ball a ton. Not a ton of incompletions. This was an old school. I think the only way Minnesota thought they could win is if they could create a turnover on special teams or defense and get a short field for their offense, and that just didn't happen. Green Bay didn't allow it, and Minnesota was going to have a hard time getting to double-digit in points, and that's kind of how it played.
By the way, it's football season, tailgates, touchdowns, and stress-packed fourth quarters. Not today, but stay fresh no matter what with Man Deodorant and Sweat Control. Clinically proven to block odor all day and keep you dry up to 72 hours. Get 20% off plus free shipping at shopmando.com with code LAMBO. That's shopmando.com, code LAMBO. Protect your pits. I've never said that before in a commercial. Protect your pits and smell great doing it. The Fresh Take presented by Mando is now part of our show, the Green Bay game afternoon, and you kind of gave it. This is what they were supposed to do, and they did it. Though I would say it was even a little bit better than they were supposed to do. I don't know, even given your confidence, that you thought they could.
What were they missing? I mean, just the big
No.
plays down the
I don't think going into the game you were anticipating that the defense could hold Minnesota's passing to 52 yards.
I picked the score to be 23-3.
I didn't say what your score was picked. I said
you just said you didn't expect this. This is exactly what I expected.
No.
Yeah,
Did you? Does your mic work? Does your headphones
mic is
work?
good.
I said there's
mic
no
is
way even you expected them to hold the Vikings to 52 yards passing.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it'd be around 100. I didn't think it was going to be much more than that. No, I didn't.
All right. No, I can't.
And I thought McCarthy would throw three. I thought he'd throw three. Yeah, on Prize Picks, I thought he'd throw 3 picks.
Yeah.
I think he ended up with 2, right?
He ended up with 2.
Because they didn't let him throw.
That's correct.
Let him throw.
Yes. They thought our only chance to win is to run the damn ball. And then once they got behind 17-6, I said, still run the damn ball. You got tons of time. It's your only hope.
They are
so bad.
very lucky. I'll tell you what, Minnesota is really lucky that their wide receiver isn't a whiny diva. And I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to
No, this is it.
He's going to have to let it rip here because he's an all-time talent in Justin Jefferson. And when you start looking at what A.J. Brown, and they're winning, and he's complaining, Minnesota should treasure Jay Jettis because I'm guessing I can't imagine him getting on that bus right outside of Lambeau here. And I don't know how he's going to contain. I'm sure he is like a volcano with the lava just bubbling, wanting to just spit it out everywhere, and somebody's holding a cap on it, and it is just gurgling and bubbling and bubbling, and eventually that lava is going to flow.
No, I would assume.
I don't know if
they
it's going to
told
flow here, but it's going to flow soon.
Yeah, he's done with the Vikings this year unless they can convince him and tell him they'll have a different quarterback.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Again, I don't care about Minnesota. Like, that's fine. They have their own problems. But today, chop, just a complete workman, boom, do your job, effort. That's what happened. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
That is your Fresh Take, presented by Mando. And more post-game now that the game has finished. Next, Green Bay game afternoon. All you need to know is that the Vikings had how many yards passing?
I said 39.
Yeah. I don't.
I guess it's 52, but it's not really 52.
I wonder what the lowest. They'll be looking at.
No, I'm sure there's somebody that was lower. There's somebody.
Probably, but
I don't know who.
That's going to rank. Like in the second half, could they have been? Somebody was negative in pass yards. We'll look that up. And in the second half, they might have been negative and had turnovers. More Green Bay game afternoon. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Homer here for Window Nation's end-of-the-year sale. This November, you'll save big with 50% off all window styles. Plus, you could get 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills and come with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Don't miss out on 50% off and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit windownation.com to get started.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in on those you care about and to remind ourselves that we are not alone. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
Kringle, all I want for Christmas is you.
Dad!
What?
We talked about this. Yeah, your jingle for your Kringle entry last year was so lame that Racine Danish Kringle banned you from their contest.
I thought it was only a one holiday season ban.
It was a lifetime ban.
Well, I guess I'm out, but here's how you can enter our ESPN Wisconsin Racine Danish Kringle Jingle for Your Kringle contest on Wilde and Tausch. Submit your own original jingle to ESPNWisconsinContest.com. Then we'll pick the most creative songs, and our grand prize winner will get Kringle for a year. Make sure you include Racine Danish Kringle. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition in your jingle. If you don't want to sing, but you still want to celebrate the holidays with Racine Danish Kringle, call 800-4DANISH or visit Kringle.com and order their all-new flavor, Peppermint Brownie Kringle.
Racine Danish Kringle, such a tasty, yummy treat with a flaky crust and sweet icing. It's the best thing you can eat.
Oh, like that's so much better than mine.
Well, at least we're not off key.
Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Dwayne Wade's number 3 retired in 2007, 4 years after he played. Number 24 retired George Thompson said it before every Wade game. I wonder what he's going to do today. D Wade, Micro Wade, Tidal Wade never disappointed, which is why Thompson said to him after Wade's triple-double against Kentucky took Marquette to the Final Four, Dwayne, you're the best to ever play at Marquette for what you've done and what you will do. Number 3 will never be worn again. For your little ones and your biggest joys, for your forever true and your fur kids too. For all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call John Saganiac Jr. John Saganiac Jr., Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Packers win over the Vikings. Score is irrelevant. They could have played for a week, and the Vikings couldn't have scored as many points as the Packers accumulated. Unfortunately, it was not 27 again. This is Green Bay Game Afternoon with Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher and Sugar Free. You're first. Take it away.
Taking care of business again. Just a normal day in the Packer world. 2 in a row on their way to 8 in a row. 13, 3-1, and a bye. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, keep selling
what a game.
Keep selling it.
Wilson, dynamite. Another backup. Another backup being dynamite. We have a quarterback that's a backup. He's dynamite. Now we got a running back. Now we got, and then we got some defense, playing some defense like they've been all year. Can't wait. This is so good. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Do you need any input from Tausch at all, or was
no?
This
I'll tell you what, Shug. 2 weeks ago when he said that, we were all kind of like, And again, this team has not shown offensively they're consistent enough yet to feel great about saying 8-0 or 8 in a row. If you tell me right now they're beating Denver out in Denver.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm signing up for what Shug's saying.
Oh yeah, Reed. Do you understand?
Excuse me.
Reed will be back.
Hold on.
Reed.
Stop,
Reed.
Shugs. Stop, Shugs. If now we have Shugs 8 in a row, and you're saying if they beat Denver, they will be 8-0.
I feel like Denver's the toughest game left on their schedule.
$1,000 charity bet. I will give you 5-1 odds.
On what?
That the Packers will not be 8-0 if they beat Denver.
I don't think they're going to beat Denver, so that's why I'm saying it. Okay?
So they'll win every game but Denver. All right, I'll bet you on that.
If they do.
But even money. Come on. Win every game but that? Come on.
Yeah, I think obviously this game coming up is going to be tricky, but Detroit's reeling. I don't even know if they're going to beat New York.
Correct.
What
They're
is
in trouble.
27-24. They're in trouble against the Giants.
That is correct.
At home. So Detroit's rattled. No,
correct.
I respect them, and I think that they can do some stuff, but Denver is the toughest game left on Green Bay's schedule. That is how
I'll go with that. Yes.
So
we got Wicks. We got Wicks playing now too. Wicks.
Oh, we don't. And Jaden Reed's not even back. Jaden Reed's not even back.
Yeah, can't wait. I can't wait.
Can't wait at all.
Everybody's laughing. Can't wait.
Yes, I am.
No, Shug, I'm going to tell you this. No. Shug, I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, go ahead.
Your prognostication, I don't think it's going to be right. But I'm saying you're less crazy than you were 2 weeks ago. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
I would hold off a week.
Look at this team.
Yeah, I would hold off 4 days.
Way.
Sure.
Yeah, I would hold off 4 days.
What are you talking
We're going to be favored.
Lions?
I think. Are we going to be favored?
No.
Do you understand our defense? What we did to them in the first game? What did our defense do to Goff?
And I don't know if they've gotten better up front.
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have.
No, absolutely
not. We've gotten better up front.
Yes, we have.
All right.
Yep, and we even have a right guard that's now playing that never played guard before. I don't even get it. And
I'm going to be curious to see. I'll be curious to hear Matt LaFleur and everybody's commentary on, being at the game and not watching it on TV. I don't hear the commentary, so I didn't know if Jordan Morgan got hurt or what. So I'll be curious about that. I obviously saw Belton in there a bunch. There's a lot of moving parts here, and I know that I saw on Twitter that Greg Olson was very critical of the play calling and the conservative nature.
Worst. It's the worst he's ever commented. I can't think in his life he ever had commentary that was more wrong.
Yeah, that's too bad
because
that's where you have a boring game and you're trying to do something interesting.
I guess
because you don't need Greg knows this.
He can't tell the truth because he can't talk about how bad McCarthy is and why it was stupid to do anything.
But he's not even talking about them. He's talking about Green Bay's offense.
I know, but Green Bay can afford to be that conservative because they're playing against a quarterback whom they know can't score. If they had a normal quarterback, the Packers would not have had the same game plan. Do you agree with that?
They would have been more aggressive. Yeah, yes. Totally agree.
So I don't know what Olsen says, knowing that.
Well,
you don't say anything.
And it's not fair. And it's not fair for me to jump in there without watching the tape and listening to what he had to say, just going off of social media. But I would say it would be malpractice of a coach to be uber aggressive in a game when you're up 2 scores against a team you know can't score. The only way you give them, that's what happened in Cleveland.
Yeah,
you did something, and you crush them for that.
He could have mentioned that too.
Well, but and again, I'm not going to get into that. I don't know all of the details. All I'm saying is for everybody that's out there, and maybe there's going to be callers tonight that say Matt LaFleur was too conservative. No. Matt LaFleur I thought was outstanding today. Perfect, strong, outstanding.
And of course, he knew that Wilson is nearly as good as Jacobs, so that he doesn't have to adjust it because there's such a drop-off.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you love pushing narratives, and I get it. And I don't mind you pushing it because this isn't one of your outlandish narratives. But, yeah, Emmanuel Wilson had a really good day. And the offense ran it. They were consistent. And you don't need to score 50 points every week. You got to find what is the formula to win this week. Matt LaFleur knew the formula, and his team went out and executed it. What else do you want from a coach?
Yeah.
I'm not anybody that wants to say all that, I'm fine listening, but I'm going to be a poo-pooer.
Yeah, and I would think we should give credit to the offensive line. I mean, as much as I like Wilson.
Well, of course you give credit. I mean, I always do, unless they stink. And they've had games that they've stunk. Today wasn't one of them. Today they were pretty doggone good.
Shugs, you still there?
Thanksgiving.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, Shugs.
That'll depend. We'll decide if it's a happy Thanksgiving about 3 o'clock. By the way, Detroit is now trying to tie the game with a field goal. And it is good. And the New York Giants coach is an idiot again. They had a guaranteed field goal. They were close to the goal line. Well, they had first and goal like the 2. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. That kept it a 3-point game, and now the Lions have tied it. Man.
We'd like to see him knock off those Lions today.
Yep. More.
Bears win. How's the Bears-Steelers game looking?
Steelers have the ball late, down 4.
Okay. All right.
Down 3.
Minute left. They're about a
minute left. They punted the ball, hoping to stop the Bears so they would get it back with the timeouts, and they did it. All right. Flush it or flesh it on how much this was about a great Packer defensive effort, or Homer and 10 other guys could have stopped the Vikings offense with that quarterback. Next.
God.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Homer here from ESPN Milwaukee. What makes living at 3 Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River, and it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, 90 years old, say they credit 3 Pillars with living longer.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit-style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
People say buying a home in winter is tough.
But fewer buyers means less competition, and motivated sellers can mean better opportunities.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. When the perfect home appears, our team at Tony Wendorf & Associates helps you move fast, even during the snow.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service by simply searching online Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
PrizePicks is the best way to win cash on the Packers, on the Bucks, and whether it's football, basketball, or both, PrizePicks makes every game more exciting. Hey, it's Mark Toscher here with ESPN Wisconsin, and I've been playing PrizePicks, and it is as fun and simple as it gets. Which players are going to go off? Which ones are overhyped? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds, and you can turn your takes into cash. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, get them right, and you can cash in. And now PrizePicks has stacks. Pick the player up to 3 times in one lineup. You want more on Giannis's threes, assists, rebounds? Stack them all only on PrizePicks. Plus, you can follow other players and copy their lineups in one click in the new Feed tab. And with injury reboots, if your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, it won't count as a loss. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, and MasterCard, and more. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use that code WI, and you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's code WI for PrizePicks. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a ball.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold the lie with sportswear too. You pay a fortune for big name gear, a fancy logo, and a slogan, and it still stinks. Then I found Iron Jock, and now it's all I wear. It's built on science. Their silver ion technology is woven right into the fabric. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria, and it never washes out, ever. Right now, you can get 40% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code HOLIDAY40. That's HOLIDAY40 for 40% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and Cola, refreshing Bacardi Lime and Soda, or a smooth spiced and Cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Flush it.
We failed multiple times with bad ideas. I didn't know were bad till I realized they didn't work.
Or flesh it.
Yeah, that's one idea. Or we can work as a team.
Brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company. Business technology managed. Taking the worry out of your office equipment and IT needs.
Yes, flush it or flesh it. How much credit do you give the Packer defense? Or is this and was all about one of the worst offenses because one of the worst quarterbacks in the history of the NFL? Flush it or flesh it. Packers or more Vikings than Packers? Take it away, Tausch, after you tell us about Gordon Flesh Company.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal. That's as true on the football field as it is in the office. The Gordon Flesh Company has been providing cutting-edge technology for companies of all sizes for over, what a great number, 65 years. Visit gflesh.com to learn more. So let me get this right. You just really want to keep talking about how bad J.J. McCarthy is. That's what you want to do.
No, I want to.
I told you 3 times I don't, and you keep bringing it up. So I guess the question, if you want to flush it or flesh it, I want to flush it. Yeah, their offense isn't good. They have Aaron Jones. They have 2 great wideouts. They don't have a quarterback that can get the job done right now. They don't. They know it. But the defense forces that too, because if we're being honest, this same group with this quarterback went into Detroit and put up 27 points. So something ain't right. That tells me, you can flush and flesh all you want. What it tells me is this defense is special. It's very, very good. And it is obviously better than what Detroit had. And it made J.J. McCarthy look even probably worse than he is. So that would be my answer to you.
Right. So 25 passing yards in the second half. Well, I guess then they had 27 in the first half since they only had 52. So you don't factor the Vikings offense at all in addressing the greatness of the Packers this Sunday?
Not today.
Okay.
Done today. I mean, listen, man. Is it the same if you're going against Dak Prescott or quarterbacks that obviously have seen things and understand it? No. Would you have limited them to 39 yards passing? The answer is no. So if you want to factor that in, I'm saying this defense made them look even worse than they are. And their offense is not, with J.J. McCarthy, very good. Capiche? Does that make sense to you?
No, it makes total sense. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I would almost join that club. Who's second? Who did you say was second, Will? That was you, Jeff? Jeff, you're on with Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. The Packers won 23-6. This is their first win since, let me check, since Pittsburgh, in which they didn't win with 27 points, and only the second time this year. Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, millions
Hello?
listening and watching.
Hey, how are you guys?
Great.
I'm doing well. We're doing great. We're doing great, Jeff.
Okay, good. Okay, so couple things. I want to just say that I can't believe the incredible, miraculous transformation that has taken place in Micah Parsons, Homer. Somehow he learned to tackle. It's just amazing in a matter of a week that he learned to tackle so well. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but once again, that guy is unbelievable. He is an incredible force.
Please, would you remember what I said? He can't tackle.
No, he's not. You said he can't tackle at all.
To Deion Sanders when it was brought up by Tausch, who said Deion Sanders was the only great cornerback who couldn't tackle.
No, you said
and
Hall of Famer that can't tackle.
Perfect comparison.
Yeah.
He can clearly tackle. He plays incredible, not only in terms of putting pressure on the quarterback, which he obviously does, everybody can see it. His run defense is also very good. So, look, I don't want to mince words about what you said. Tausch knows what you said. I know what you said. I'm just so glad that we have Micah Parsons on our team.
I would agree with that. Just like if they had Deion Sanders on the team. Well put.
All right.
God,
all right. I love it. Homer, I just love that you're willing to go down with the ship. All right. The one thing I've been critical of Matt
when
LaFleur
you make up the ship, that's fine.
What, did the Lions return a kick for a touchdown?
No. Gibbs in overtime ran 80 yards or whatever. He pulled a Badger run, and they just
Tausch, it's ridiculous that the Lions are even in the game. The other team could have kicked a field goal.
Yep.
On the 3-yard line to go up by 6
He did it against the Packers, but just not as stupid.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So then, game management. Under game management, I want to just say one thing about LaFleur. I've been very critical of him, and I'm going to be critical of him again this week.
Whoa.
But he did a very smart thing, that calling that timeout right before half, in case that guy missed the field goal. That was a good move, and I want to give him credit for that.
Jeff, I think he does a really good job about that. There's some other stuff, obviously, the end of the Cowboy game. He is always leaning towards, let's get the ball back for our guys and let them go try to make a play and put pressure on opposing teams to make decisions. That has always been the case with LaFleur. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. All right, so the last thing is,
I just want to clarify that the Lions have not won the game because in the overtime rules now, or they get the Giants they have to score a touchdown.
The game should be, these coaches, I don't understand. They obviously don't like having their jobs very much because the decisions they make are just ridiculously stupid. But let's talk about the Packer game. So I agree with you, Tausch, but then the problem is, and I'll tell you the essence of what Greg Olson was saying today. And he said it in a variety of ways. He's saying a little bit of what I said and other callers said last week. This offense needs to run through Jordan Love. That's essentially what he was saying in a variety of different ways.
That's okay. So that's a lot different, Jeff, than what social media let on. Okay. All right.
Okay. I mean, I think that's what he's getting at. Now this is
fine. You don't bring it up in this game.
No, but no. This is the thing that I'm getting at is you got to have part of having faith in Jordan Love is not calling plays so conservatively, even though you're playing a lousy team, like you're playing not to win. You gotta go for the jugular. And there were plenty of times where they ran the ball 3 times in a row and ended up either punting or kicking field goals. And I just, and maybe my opinion of Jordan Love is higher than you guys, but even today, Tausch, he made some incredible throws with people right in his face that were unbelievably accurate. Unbelievably accurate. Yeah.
He made a throw, Jeff. He made a throw down on the goal line. It was the south end zone, and they dialed up a blitz, and he threw it over the top. I don't know if you remember it. Threw it over the top of the linebacker's hands, and it was one. They ended up having to punt later in the drive, but I thought, this is Jordan Love at his best. He recognized it. He stayed in the pocket, and to be able to deliver that throw shows you he can do everything you need in a quarterback. Go ahead.
I think we lost him, and that's fine. We got Levi and Charles ready to go, 1-800-990-3776. Packers won by 100 because 17 points when you're going against Minnesota with J.J. McCarthy is like 100. And that is why the post-game show started before the game ended. Will, what was it, 2:50 to go, 2:39 to go, something like that. And we were going to start sooner with 7:36 left.
That was on me for showing up late.
I wasn't going to mention that.
Well, it was at the game.
I know, that's what I mean. So that's
kind of rude. I mean, we left with 4.5 minutes.
I agree. That's why we gave you a pass, and I wasn't really going to mention that.
All right.
But you did, so all right.
Okay. I like transparency is a good thing. Minnesota Vikings in the second half, -1 yards and 3 turnovers.
Just for a second, let me interrupt. I will never use that word because the word is truth. And whenever somebody decided to use transparent as an alternative, that's fine. Everybody else can use it. I never have and never will.
Okay.
The word for 2,000, well, maybe like 4,000 years was truth. And I think that was a fine use. But others go with transparent. I just wanted to make that clear. All right.
You know what? I really appreciate your transparency on truth.
Well done. Next.
That's really good.
That was good. Next.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Nothing pairs better with the day before Thanksgiving than Hoops Friends and the superior taste of Michelob Ultra. Join me, Josh DiMaggio, and the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team this Wednesday at 3rd Street Market Hall to watch the Bucks take on the Miami Heat. We'll have prizes, ice-cold Michelob Ultra, and your chance to win a pair of Ultra Club Bucks Suite tickets for the December 31st home game. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Deer Camp Milwaukee, Club Paragon Greenfield, and Bullwinkle's Brookfield.
Homer here for Window Nation's end-of-the-year sale. This November, you'll save big with 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills and come with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Don't miss out on 50% off and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit windownation.com to get started. Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Number 24, retired, honoring George Thompson. Too bad he didn't wear 40. He was Marquette's all-time leading scorer for 40 years, and he played only 3 seasons. Al McGuire said it best. Everything at Marquette changed after George Thompson, a high school superstar in the New York City area, came here. And years later, Shaka Smart added, for those that weren't around in 1969, George Thompson, the original Dwayne Wade.
Your business is unique, and your health plan should be too. At United Healthcare, our group health plans are built for you and your employees. Whether you're running a small startup or managing a large enterprise, we offer solutions designed to fit your needs, your goals, and your budget. Explore your options today at uhc.com/Wisconsin. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company or its affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates. Health plan coverage provided by or through United Healthcare of Wisconsin, Inc.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Hey guys, NASCAR driver Josh Balicki here, driver of the number 91 Mando Chevrolet. Your pit crew can make or break your race. Your pit crew can win you the race, and that's where I think the Mando products come in handy. In these race cars, it gets to 130, 140 degrees. Your suit's full of sweat. There's days where I lose literally 6 or 7 pounds. Before I used Mando, there were times when I could smell myself, and it's not pleasant. I started using Mando, and after the race, I was with my sister. I asked her, I'm like, do I smell it? She's like, no, you're good. I'm like, are you serious? The deodorant works phenomenal. I'll never switch to another brand, honestly.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Packers over the Vikings 23-6. Post-game show for Green Bay afternoon game night was before the end of the game. We'll have to get you the official time because I believe it is historic. Until I find out otherwise, somebody can check AI. The first ever post-game show in the history of the NFL that started
Did we not
before.
do one last year? Didn't we do one last year early? I thought we did.
Or the earliest ever, so we'll have to decide if somebody did it.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
It's one of the two.
I'd love to get one where we could do it at halftime. Now, that'd be bold.
That would be.
But let me tell you something. We get up by more than 17 against the Vikings in Minneapolis, and McCarthy's still the quarterback. We can do it at halftime.
I'm not sure.
If we're up 17-0 at half up in Minneapolis, we'll start the postgame.
I would say he'll never start another game at quarterback for the Vikings, but I think he probably will.
He'll start next week.
So that O'Connell can. This is the last year.
It'll be an open competition, and they might draft somebody. But, yeah, they're bringing somebody in.
He will lose whatever the competition is. But you're right. It doesn't matter. But other than it's important to the Packers. And what's important to the Packers is the Vikings will be a mess when they play the final game of the season this year.
Yes.
For sure.
Their playoff hopes are bye-bye. And, yeah, they'll be in a tough spot, I would think. By the end of the season, I would think that there's probably going to be a lot of chaos, would be my guess.
Yeah, Levi, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
What is up, guys?
How you doing, Levi? Pretty good win today, huh?
Fantastic, Taus. Man, I must say, hey, about Wilson, where are the volleyballs at? Oh, wait, I'm in football. He's been balling today. He balled his you-know-what off today. So I just want to bring that up. But it's not.
I agree with you.
I got from Tom Hanks, from
Yep.
So,
Levi, what were you most happy about after watching today's game?
The defense.
I agree.
The defense. The defense in the second half, and you did take it out of my mouth, the negative 1 yard in the whole second half the Packers defense allowed. That sounds like playing Madden, for crying out loud.
You must be playing some real You must be playing some real you-know-whats in Madden if you're keeping them in the -1. But, yeah.
No, I don't play Madden. I don't mind it, but I have not played Madden for a long time, but just one for
Okay. All right.
And as we all saw the Lions.
Levi, I have a question for you.
Yes, Mr. Homer.
Was the
What do you have for me?
performance of McDuffie, Tausch as well, an indication that Mr. Walker will not be getting any contract extension from the Green Bay Packers?
Oh.
Very interesting question.
I haven't thought about that, Homer, but I'm not sure. I haven't thought about that.
I figured
the answer is no. McDuffie was good, but they want Quay Walker. Jason Wilde, I don't know if I can never tell if he was reporting or if he's just opining, but he had mentioned there's an offer on the table from camp. Opining. Yeah, I got to make sure I'm very clear with him because he is an actual journalist. They want him back, Homer, but they want him back on their terms, not his.
Well,
okay, continue.
Sorry, Tausch.
That doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, Tausch, but you made my mom laugh when you said that word. She couldn't stop laughing.
Well, I love getting your mom to laugh. That's good.
That
if
is
I'm not
good.
doing that, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Levi, Shug says 8 in a row. You want to join that club? Tausch says he thinks 8 in a row is possible if they win at Denver. I think they're both crazy.
I would like to go on. Let me be clear. I would love to go on sugar-free side, but I have to disagree with them. I don't think we're going to win.
I don't know if we're consistent. Yeah, Levi, I don't know if we're consistent enough to do the 8 in a row. I would lean towards not going with Shug, but I'm saying if you tell me right now you're beating Denver, can you win the rest of them? I'm feeling a lot better about it. A lot better about it.
Well, with the scheduling with Denver and we've got to play Detroit in a few days.
Yeah, Detroit just won.
And
the
don't
toughest
forget
game
about
would be at Denver. Second toughest at Detroit. Third toughest at Chicago.
At Chicago, probably.
Fourth toughest Baltimore.
Baltimore at home. Yep.
And the easiest at Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't think Chicago is, as much as I'd love to just poo-poo it, I'm not going to.
They're finding
ways to win.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the words out of my mouth, Steve.
Sorry.
All right,
Thanks
guys,
for the call, Levi.
Going because clock management. So
yep, we got to have
hear
good
you
clock
tomorrow morning,
management.
Tausch.
Yeah.
We appreciate
I will as well.
you, Levi.
Dog of the game. There is really low-hanging fruit. There might be low-hanging fruit twice. You never know where Tausch is going to go. Packers win. And have we got a final on the Lions? Have they won?
Yeah, Lions won.
Lions won.
34-27.
Thought they were going to, but the Giants had to mess it up. And again, send your thank you or your complaints to the Giants, but then the guy did the same thing against the Packers. Just not as stupid as this was. The Lions were able to tie because he didn't kick a field goal, and they failed getting in, so now the difference was 3. And Lions got a field goal to tie the game and then won in overtime in a run similar to the one by the Badgers yesterday. And yes, they should have stormed the court or gone onto the field, whatever they call it in football.
That I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm not going to get into this because this isn't a Badger post game.
Yes, you should have done it.
No, I have thoughts, and I'm not going to get into it here. It's a Packer post game, not the Badger post game.
Right. Well, I'm saying it anyway.
I know you want to turn this into the Viking post game.
No, I don't. Hopefully,
yeah. Let's break down Aaron Jones and their offensive line.
In the future, the Badgers have now said we don't need to get on the field after all these wins. They were appropriate at the time, but not anymore. But you can talk about that.
As I just told you, I have my own thoughts.
I know you do.
You have your own thoughts. By the way, you have another 4 hours of shows of this show to do when I leave. No, in the next month. Oh, they finally bumped you back up to 45.
There you go, yes. All right, dog of the game. I got sidetracked. My fault. That's next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Kringle, all I want for Christmas is you.
Dad!
What?
We talked about this. Yeah, your jingle for your Kringle entry last year was so lame that Racine Danish Kringle banned you from their contest.
I thought it was only a one holiday season ban.
It was a lifetime ban.
Well, I guess I'm out, but here's how you can enter our ESPN Wisconsin Racine Danish Kringle Jingle for Your Kringle contest on Wilde and Tausch. Submit your own original jingle to ESPNWisconsinContest.com. Then we'll pick the most creative songs, and our grand prize winner will get Kringle for a year. Make sure you include Racine Danish Kringle. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition in your jingle. If you don't want to sing, but you still want to celebrate the holidays with Racine Danish Kringle, call 800-4DANISH or visit Kringle.com and order their all-new flavor, Peppermint Brownie Kringle.
Racine Danish Kringle, such a tasty, yummy treat with a flaky crust and sweet icing. It's the best thing you can eat.
Oh, like that's so much better than mine.
Well, at least we're not off key.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. It's time for the Sit Means Sit Dog of the Game.
You see these dogs in your front yard?
Jordan Love.
Dog.
Josh Jacobs.
Dog.
Michael Parsons.
Dog.
Matthew Golden.
He's a dog.
Presented by Sit Means Sit Dog Training in Waukesha and Milwaukee. Visit sitmeansit.com.
You gotta be the dog. And I'm like, man, we got dogs.
The Dog of the Game is brought to you, as stated, by Sit Means Sit. If your dogs don't always listen to you, or you ask yourself, why don't they listen to what I say? Look no further than Sit Means Sit. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Means Sit Dog Training today in Milwaukee or Waukesha. To schedule a free consultation, go to sitmeansit.com and check out their Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. If you're a regular listener to this great show, you would know that Tausch can go anywhere on the dog of the game because he does not like low-hanging fruit. And now to the Packer Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher, because there are two obvious choices.
Yes, there are. I'm not
Whichever
taking
he
either.
takes,
I'm not taking either.
You never disappoint. Wow, you are going. You're going with the punter. Going with the punter, baby.
No, that was. I'll tell you, it was the perfect punt that triggered the game.
All right, I'm on there.
Really,
place kicker. He's healthy again.
No, he was good today, though. Even though he was not great at warm-ups. No, not in long snapper. But Matt from Sit Means Sit is up here. Was at the game today, so I was talking to him for a while. He loves this, and he, I think, appreciates the fact that I don't go with the low-hanging fruit. He's like, Homer's the low-hanging. He said, Homer's the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be right.
I said, that's fair. So there are a couple of obvious choices. What do you mean?
Anderson? I mean, other than the two, and I guess the other ones that I thought were being your wheelhouse.
No, the beautiful thing is you could really pick almost anybody on the defensive side of the ball and be good today because of what they did to the Minnesota Vikings. But obviously Micah Parsons had a good day, made some really big splash plays. But I am going with Devontae Wyatt today for his 2 sacks, his 2 TFLs. We want guys that make game-changing plays and that will do big things. It's not just tackle accumulation, although that is important.
Especially if you're a linebacker, it's almost guaranteed.
He had 3 tackles as well, but you have a guy that made some impact plays at a position. I was kind of clamoring because you kind of felt like maybe there's some question marks about the run defense, and well, Carolina did this, and New York did this, and today they ran it a little bit, but not anywhere consistently
Minnesota averaged
enough.
4.7 yards per carry. The only person who stopped Minnesota.
Yeah, they had the one long run. They had a couple long.
O'Connell
runs.
stopped the running game. No one else.
Okay, well, and also the punt and falling behind by 10 points.
Yes,
and that mattered too.
True.
So it's again complimentary football. But Devontae Wyatt is my woof dog of the game.
Yes, Micah Parsons is amazing because he had those 2 quarterback. He had the 2 sacks and 3 quarterback hits, and had a grand total of 2 tackles. All right, let's get to. I mean, it's out of respect for him that it doesn't come up because it isn't even close. You want to run the ball. LaFleur wants to run the ball. His star running back Jacobs is out, and it makes no difference. In fact, Wilson did what Jacobs has not been able to do, though I will defer to Tausch on this. I think that deals with the offensive line and the way the plays they seem to run that I don't understand, but you do. Emmanuel Wilson, 28 carries, 107 yards, and 2 catches for 18. 125 yards for the Packer offense. Do you know how many yards the Packer offense had?
How many?
288. That would be 125 for Emmanuel Wilson and 163 for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
This is the easiest and the biggest ever dog of the game. I don't know. What's the biggest dog? English sheepdog or...
yeah, they got those. There's big German shepherds or big dogs. Doberman pinschers.
Think of that. Backup running back, 125. The rest of the team. 163.
Yeah, he had a great day, and he should be one of the dogs of the game. Okay. There's no doubt. He was phenomenal. The fruit was too low-hanging for me to take him.
And there were some less surprised in this performance than others. And I will admit that Gabe Neitzel in that group who said that Wilson better than Jacobs. I did not go that far. I said they will be just as good.
You're pretty close, though. You're pretty close.
Nah, I believe.
You might as well just join that club. You want to, but you're scared.
No,
that's why you're
I'm not.
Doing it. No, it is. No,
I don't.
You are.
Well, no, here's why. Because I don't understand. Maybe you can explain how they seem to have different plays and blocking for Jacobs because he likes that versus the basic zone that seems to go with Wilson where he's able to make a move or the holes are bigger, the holes are better. But I don't know if that's accurate at all. Are the holes bigger and better with the Packers when they run the style of blocking that they do more for Wilson than Jacobs?
So I will have to look at what, a breakdown of under center. To me, it's more about under center and running that hard outside zone. Josh Jacobs likes more shotgun duo, which is more double teaming and pushing up.
Running.
Zone is more, we're going to sprint to our spot and give you a go of where we move, where we push our guy, we're going to give you a go. That's more along the lines of what I think we saw today than what we do with Josh Jacobs.
And I think it would be better for Jacobs, but he apparently doesn't think so. Do I have that right?
Yeah, go ask Josh Jacobs. I don't know.
No, but hasn't he said that? I mean, that's how everybody is. You don't know?
Who's everybody?
People
Josh.
that follow the team.
If you want to get answers, ask Josh.
Jason Wilde, I would
ask Jason.
I thought this has been addressed, but I wasn't sure.
Has. Okay.
Is it possible that a running back would like one?
Yes, running backs like different schemes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's some running backs love gap scheme. They can be a little more patient. Le'Veon Bell, Amon Green was great at it. The great backs will be able to do anything, and they do. Josh Jacobs does run zone. It's not like you don't ever run zone, but there are some guys that they feel and they have the patience, and they have different ways that they like going about their business. They feel comfortable doing it. That's probably what that's what you're referencing, would be my guess.
Okay, that sounds good. 1-800-990-3776. They're waiting in line to talk with Mark Tauscher. The Packers win 23-6. The Bears won as well. The Lions won as well. So you have 8-3, 7-3-1, 7-4. The Vikings are long gone. And you have the Packers and Detroit on Thanksgiving.
That'll be a tasty matchup,
yes.
Huh?
Next.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Homer here. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching the game from your backyard, every fan knows great moments deserve great vibes. Swing into Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan. Just across the Wisconsin border, they offer a full line of high-quality, clean-grain, certified CBD products designed to help you relax, recover, and recharge no matter the season. Higher Love is organically grown, locally owned, and proudly one of the best in the Midwest. Visit them in Menominee or explore the full CBD lineup at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
This holiday season, spend more time with your loved ones and less time in the kitchen. At Sendix, we offer full traditional holiday dinners or just the sides. All homemade in stores, then packed in reheatable containers. Choose from a wide selection of gourmet appetizers and signature trays too. Spend less time working and more time with family this holiday season. Reserve your meal today at order.sendix.com. From our family to yours, have a happy and healthy holiday. Sendix Food Markets, your trusted local grocer.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, guys. This is the Rocket Roger Clemens. You don't pitch in the majors for 24 years without feeling it later. Shoulders, elbows, knees. Trust me, pain doesn't retire when you do.
That's baseball legend Roger Clemens.
I tried the ice. I tried rest, PT, nothing really worked. When I heard about QC Kinetics, the concept sounded promising. Non-surgical regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself without surgery. Sign me up, just what I needed, real lasting relief.
Whether you're a former pro, a weekend golfer, or just want to walk around pain-free again, QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge technology and natural biologics to help restore and repair damaged tissue.
I trusted them with my joints. Now I'm back doing what I love.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Score the top gifts for the Brewers fan in your life this holiday season. Set them up for an epic 2026 season with the all-new Brewers Holiday Bundle, featuring 4 ticket vouchers, loaded value concession credits, and an exclusive Brewers Holiday ornament, starting at just $99. Finish shopping for even the youngest Brewers fans with the 2026 Kids Crew Kit, including one-of-a-kind Brewers merch, 6 ticket vouchers, a ballpark tour, and more, all for just $35. Grab every Brewers Holiday gift today at Brewers.com.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and Cola, refreshing Bacardi Lime and Soda, or a smooth spiced and Cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Packers win, Bears win, Lions win. So it's Bears 8-3, Packers 7-3-1, Lions 7-4. Lions and the Packers Thursday in Detroit, and the Detroit Lions are a 2.5-point favorite.
So that means they're not even favored.
That would be correct. The home advantage is 3.
So they're a point and a half dog, or a half point.
Yeah, pretty much a pick 'em.
Yep.
Right? They were very lucky to win.
Who did you go with?
They would not have won without the support of the the New York Giants head coach. I don't know what analytics. That would be the analytics I remember that we had in Indiana for people that were in third grade 3 years. They had a certain analytics.
Just for the Matt put Emmanuel Wilson, just from Sit Mean Sit. He joined your club. The big dog over at Sit Mean Sit just popped over. He joined your club.
That makes me feel better. Charles in Brookfield, you're on with Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. Haven't called in for a while. Just wanted to weigh in. Awesome game. Probably the best overall game I've seen in a long time. Offensively, defensively, even special teams, we did really good.
Yeah, I'll join that club.
Was phenomenal. Running game was phenomenal. Receivers did well. Love did well. Just overall, very good game. Even the refs, they let them play, and it was great.
Yes.
So, that was pretty.
Fast
and my
game
dog
too.
In the game, I'd probably take Parsons, but overall, I mean, you could take a number of people. Everybody was good today. It was a great game to watch.
Yep. There you go. How do you disagree with anything he said there?
Right. The division looks like it's up for grabs. We got to keep playing hard, keep the foot on the gas, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to take it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel great call. I feel like we're in the driver's seat. I think we're better than the Bears. I'm not going to poo-poo them. I know they're half a game ahead of us. But this game, Detroit loses Thursday. Their division shots are over. It's done. They're donezo. If we win, it's going to come down to us and the Bears, and we'll take that all day. Detroit is basically in a division elimination game on Thursday afternoon. They lose, it's over for them.
Yep.
To win the division.
I would like both of you to comment on Kamal Hadden. I don't know that anybody knew he was on the team. I didn't. Keyshawn Nixon gets hurt, and he comes in, and the greatness of when someone comes in like that, if you don't mention their name or do anything, that means they had a great game.
Yep, good day at the office. Yeah, well, I'm sure, and, not to be judgmental, because I know I've given you a grief about it. I'm not going to judge corners on today's day.
This is. And why is that, sir?
No, I'm just not going to, because I don't want to.
Defense?
No, I don't want to. Yeah, I do.
Other areas of the defense, you're willing to say, "Hey, Homer, don't go there. Don't start using."
I just don't want to.
Quarterback.
I'll let you do it. Listen, you guys can do it all you want. I'm not going to.
I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it.
Don't do it. Well, then why'd you bring it up?
Because he'd never played it down before in the NFL, I believe.
All right.
That's incredible. And I had one thought for
pretty
you.
Good.
What number? Yeah. I'm not good with numbers. I didn't know what number Marcus Howard wore for 4 years. What number did?
It's a good thing you're doing play-by-play.
I know. It's just, I take it. I admit. I know two numbers, 3 and 24.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Kamal Hadden wore number 36. Didn't somebody famous for the Packers wear 36?
Leroy Butler.
Okay, and he's
Nick Collins.
he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's in the Hall of Fame, yes.
I don't think somebody should wear your number if the person who wore it is in the Hall of Fame. Am I missing something there?
I don't know. Ask the numbers people up here. I don't know.
No, I'm not asking the rules. I'm saying I believe that should be a rule. That they may wear it after, and like Marquette, because they let Doc Rivers wear it after Bo Ellis. They're both.
You don't retire if you don't retire the jersey. People can wear it. That's how I look at it. They didn't retire Leroy Butler.
Correct, but once he then gets in the Hall of Fame, doesn't that change?
We got like 30 Hall of Famers. You're gonna end up with no numbers.
No, you're not. Nice try.
Okay.
No. How many do you think are going to end up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
If there's 40 guys in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, you ain't going to have any numbers left.
Hold on. Let's go and see how many.
So then is Jerry Kramer's number not going to be used?
Yes.
64 is off?
Yes.
Okay, so Forrest Gregg's number, 75, is never used.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so you're literally down now. You're not going to have any numbers left. Every Lombardi Packer made it. You got a lot of guys that have made it. Quarterbacks get their numbers retired. Very few other people do. But now you're retiring everybody's number. That's great. We're going to end up with decimal points and fractions on jerseys, and that's great if that's what you want to do.
No, I'm willing to have you bring that up.
Oh, number 26 and a quarter had a heck of a game today, boy. He played. He was dynamite.
And look, I believe.
Yeah, good idea. Homer, run that by. That'll be good for the seamstress business over here.
I want to see.
Adding all that stuff. That's good.
I want to see if your objection is accurate in terms of creating a shortage. I don't think there have been, for example, that many.
21 is now dead. 21 ain't in there. There's a ton. No, yeah, go ahead and check. I'm not interested in it. You go ahead and check. Get
You've
back
said you think it's a waste because there are.
It's
so
a really
many.
dumb idea. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there'd be.
Okay.
Yes.
No, is it a good idea? But it's a dumb idea because there are too many in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So, all right, we can move on. Charles, do you think it's a dumb
Tito's
idea?
handmade vodka? What?
Charles, do you think it's a dumb idea?
Charles thinks it's a dumb idea, and he doesn't want to tell you it's a dumb idea.
Okay.
That's going to be my guess.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Charles. Yes.
Charles, I want you to feel special because.
Yeah, let Charles. Charles, what's your last point? Hey, Homer, stop yelling.
No,
Charles, what's your last point?
I'm just listening.
No, we
You
love
guys
this.
are
This is
hilarious.
Charles.
I
This
was
is
just
fun.
gonna say,
We're
the
just
other
having
thing
some
is,
laughs.
I'm just so optimistic today about this game. Everything worked out great, but we did so well with even the injuries. With Quay out, the defense was better than ever. It was unbelievable. And then Jacobs not playing, another guy steps up, you know. And obviously Golden didn't play.
Good day for Goody.
He could have made some good plays.
Just a good day for Goody. Yep, we have a really good
sir.
football team, and we just need to be more consistent. And today was a good day for consistency, and that's all you're looking for.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Charles. All right, Tito's.
Tito's handmade vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled 6 times till it's just right. Tito's known for great vodka, but also giving back and doing good for dogs. Bottled by 5th generation, crafted to be savored responsibly. All right, Homer, I'm going to give you my final take.
All right, let me just say this. We now have a fresh
Ho-hum
presented
I'm
by
done.
Mando that opens. We do not yet have a partner.
So we
for
won't
your
do a closing
final
take.
No.
No, I don't want to do a closing take.
Because
not so. You get it partnered. Go get a sponsor for us, and I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to. How's that? Is that what you want to do?
No, but it's you. You decide. All right, there will be no final.
Here's
take.
here's what I'll say because I've done it the whole time. I'm not going to be that guy. Ho-hum.
You already are that guy.
You've annoyed me today. I don't know if you caught that, but that's what I enjoy doing the show with you because you're fun. Number 26.5, number 36. Everybody that had a role to play today that was asked to step up did, in creating that depth. I thought just a great team effort. Everybody, the special teams makes a huge play that opens the game up. The offense did what it was needed to do. Didn't do anything special or anything great necessarily, but did what they needed to do. And the leader of our team, what is going to drive this team, if this team's going to win in a big way, this formula today is the winning formula. And that's what we did today, and that's pretty dang good. Now we just got to keep building off of it and go in a quick turnaround here in a huge game that can really separate you. You need to be ready to go, and hopefully Green Bay will be.
I have one quick question for you.
I can't do a closing comment and then you ask a question. That's not how this works.
That is true. Thanks. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye. He is correct on that. And maybe a question I will ask you or the fans, or I'll ask Gary, and that is, how big a game is the Detroit game? I want to say it's the biggest game of the year, but it may not be, because the Packers are playing well enough that even if they lost that, they could still bounce back and achieve the things they want. So, to this point, I don't know. It's just big for what Tausch said, because it could pretty much eliminate Detroit from battling till the end for the division. And the winning the division, to me, is huge, because I view the rest of this season as setting the standard and elevating for the future, because I just don't think there's anything really special that can be done this year, though the defense might, if they do like they did today, prove me wrong. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in on those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we are not alone. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucs game.
In 6 minutes, no more?
No less. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucs in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus audio network. Find it now on Bucs.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold the lie with sportswear too. You pay a fortune for big name gear, a fancy logo, and a slogan, and it still stinks. Then I found Iron Jock, and now it's all I wear. It's built on science. Their silver ion technology is woven right into the fabric. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria, and it never washes out, ever. Right now, you can get 40% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code HOLIDAY40. That's HOLIDAY40 for 40% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com.
Homer here for Window Nation's end-of-the-year sale. This November, you'll save big with 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills and come with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Don't miss out on 50% off and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit windownation.com to get started.
Hey, it's Alex Strofe. When it's game day, every detail matters, from the perfect seat on the couch to the perfect spread on the table. For over 125 years, Coops has been bringing incredible flavor to the table with 14 bold mustard flavors that turn good food great and great food amazing. Whether it's brats, burgers, or pretzels at halftime, Coops isn't your ordinary mustard. It's extraordinary mustard. So this football season, bring the bold, bring the flavor, bring Coops. Coops Mustard, spreading the love since 1897.
Crispy
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
It is time for the soliloquy. That is what Gary Ellerson starts with. The Packers win 23-6. The difference of 17 points is not what it would be in a normal NFL game. 17 points is like 100, given the offense that the Vikings had with J.J. McCarthy. Joining us now is Gary Ellerson. Pleased, but he should be more pleased about the win of the Badgers yesterday at home against Illinois. But I'll let him decide. You never know when you played for both teams. Gary, good afternoon. This is Green Bay Game Afternoon.
Homer, the victory today, I have 3 words: boring, efficient, dominating. Those are the 3 words I took from today's game.
All right. Boring, why?
Boring because you were just watching the Packers choke the life out of the Minnesota Vikings. But it didn't happen in the first quarter. But it did happen in the second quarter. I mean, you just saw it just over a period of time how this was going to go. And the Vikings had no answer. They chose the wrong quarterback. The Vikings did.
By letting Darnold go and keeping McCarthy.
Yes.
I think Kevin O'Connell might agree with you on that. I'll be curious as to what his wish was. Because when you're the coach, you're not the general manager always. Sometimes
you can pay. I mean, Jefferson, Addison, Hockenson, that's about the best you can get, I believe, in the league.
Right up there.
But if you don't have a quarterback to get in the ball, that's what you're going to get.
And again, it's not important other than as it relates to the Packers, and the Vikings will be a mess when the Packers close their season. But J.J. McCarthy will not be the starting quarterback ever for the Vikings after this season, which is of note because it will make them a tougher team. What happens to their head coach or wide receivers, I don't know. You may not wish to join that club, but you can. He will never be the starting quarterback for this team after this year, which will be long enough to help the Packers for that game that finishes the regular season.
Well, most teams never give up on a first-round draft pick like that, so I think he will be their quarterback next year. Now, they may need to probably draft someone or bring in another proven guy maybe, but that's kind of where it goes. I just think when you look at the Packers, around the NFL, the Bears won, right? The Lions
Bears
won.
The they could have lost. The Lions won. They should have lost.
Right. I still think, Harvard, there's no dominant team out there.
In the NFL or the NFC or both?
NFC.
I will go with the Rams as the most dominant, but agree with your premise. There are a number of good teams, but not really good.
Yeah. No, Rams are not really good. They can be beaten. The Eagles can be beaten. I mean, the Packers proved that. I don't see that one team where you like, okay.
If the Packers defense can be as dominant as it was today against a good team, against a good quarterback, sky's the limit, baby.
Yes. Well, Michael Parsons today played his tail off. Sometimes he's exploded out of a cannon. Then Isaiah McDuffie, I was ready to put him to the bench, and he had a hell of a game today.
Yep.
How many tackles did McDuffie have, home team?
He led the Packers with tackles. Please understand that, and you won't like this, but if I was a linebacker, I might lead the team in tackles.
Oh, my God.
Everybody who's a linebacker. All right, Isaiah McDuffie, 9 tackles. Nobody else had more than 4.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
He was everywhere. And he had a half a sack. And he had a quarterback hit.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Quay Walker can get $17 million. Bye-bye. He ain't getting it from the Packers.
I would agree. Discussed that a little with Mark Tauscher. He said, well, they would like to have him, but at their number. That's true.
And what the highest paid inside linebacker is what?
I don't know, but
what's the biggest number? I think it's 20.
They don't have to go near the top to keep him.
Is Pebble there? Who's there today?
Will is here today.
Well, I'd like to know who's the highest paid inside linebacker.
The highest paid inside linebacker. He will work on it.
I think it's 20. I think it's 20. If it's 20, I would think Quay would want at least 17, and he's not getting that.
Now, I did want him 12.
21.
21. I did
Who's
want you to...
that?
Fred Warner.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
There you go. Kamal Haddon. I will admit I didn't even know he was on the team. Came in for Keyshawn Nixon. And I just think you do a good job if nobody's talking about you when, I believe it, he had never played a down in the NFL before. Maybe on special teams, I'm guessing, but not. That's pretty good. Played at Tennessee, 6th-round pick. Like Kansas City, pick number 211. But wouldn't you be scared going in that situation?
No.
No?
Ready to play.
Really?
Yeah, I'm ready to play.
But, I mean, I don't know how long he's been in the league. He's 24. But anyway, it doesn't. This would be.
I mean, I never played DB in the NFL, but what I do know, if I was going in the game,
yeah,
I would say, oh well, this JJ McCarthy dude can't throw. All I gotta do is just don't get the DD.
Yeah,
I gotta do is stay in my zone.
I think you nailed that.
Homer, I'm gonna do you. You could do that, Homer.
There you go. He played in 2 games last year. He's played in 4. I also discussed with Tauscher the fact that he wears 36. I think that if you get into the NFL Hall of Fame after that date, they don't wear the number anymore. Tausch said there are too many Hall of Fame members for the Green Bay Packers to do that, and I said I'll look into it. But what do you think about that? Or maybe this idea of jersey just ends, and you just honor people with their name and putting them somewhere like the Packers do.
So what do you want to do now?
I don't want anybody wearing 36 now that Leroy Butler is in the Hall of Fame. But
oh my God.
What? That to me is the greatest honor you can give a player, is to have no one else wear your number. But
yeah, I get it, but I like the way the Packers are doing it.
Mm-hmm. They honor them in the Ring of Honor, but other people can wear the number because you don't go into the Hall of Fame until at least 5 years after. So that's fine. When I looked at it, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I know it could be weird, but I mean, the number 5, do they give the 5 out still?
Actually, I don't know, but I know that Vince Ferragamo, I believe, wore it for Green Bay.
Yeah.
And so there were certain players where they said it has not been retired, but no one's wearing it.
I think Mikowski might have had it too.
Yeah. So maybe it's just not that big a deal, and that what you do is you honor someone's name by putting them a certain place, and you you don't ever have to worry about numbers because the honor that you have for Leroy Butler doesn't matter whatever number he wore.
No. No, who else wore 36?
I don't know, but I need to move on. Seems like running backs, possibly. That's a running back number, don't you think? Then you don't have to worry about any of that. When you honor someone, wherever you put the banner or whatever you do, you put the name. And the recognition of the greatness is determined by how many names are up there. You got 40 names up there, ain't that big a deal. If you got 4 names up there, oh, baby.
It's a pretty big deal.
And whether or not someone wears your number at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to move on. I think I will. I think you've convinced me.
Yeah.
All right, you talked about boring. Then you said efficient and dominating. We're going to get to those two next. 1-800-990-3776. We'll take your questions or comments and also go to YouTube where millions are watching for the comments there. They can be a little tougher, so you better be ready, Gary, with you people. We'll see. The odds in Vegas, very strong that at some point, Gary Ellerson will say, you people. Next.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's early Black Friday deals have arrived, in-store and online while supplies last. Right now, shop early Black Friday-like savings store-wide on the things you need and the brands you love. Like new men's work and sport thermal Henleys or Cambridge flannels, just $19.99. A DeWalt shop stool with casters, $99.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. And select men's Keen hiking boots, half price, $74.99. Don't miss early Black Friday deals in-store and online only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Hey Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
Nothing pairs better with the day before Thanksgiving than hoops, friends, and the superior taste of Michelob Ultra. Join me, Josh DiMaggio, on the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team this Wednesday at 3rd Street Market Hall to watch the Bucks take on the Miami Heat. We'll have prizes, ice-cold Michelob Ultra, and your chance to win a pair of Ultra Club Bucks Suite tickets for the December 31st home game. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Deer Camp Milwaukee, Club Paragon Greenfield, and Bullwinkle's Brookfield.
Kringle, all I want for Christmas is you.
Dad!
What?
We talked about this. Yeah, your jingle for your Kringle entry last year was so lame that Racine Danish Kringle banned you from their contest.
I thought it was only a one holiday season ban.
It was a lifetime ban.
Well, I guess I'm out, but here's how you can enter our ESPN Wisconsin Racine Danish Kringle Jingle for Your Kringle contest on Wilde & Tausch. Submit your own original jingle to ESPNWisconsinContest.com. Then we'll pick the most creative songs, and our grand prize winner will get Kringle for a year. Make sure you include Racine Danish Kringle. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition in your jingle. If you don't want to sing, but you still want to celebrate the holidays with Racine Danish Kringle, call 800-4DANISH or visit Kringle.com and order their all-new flavor, Peppermint Brownie Kringle.
Racine Danish Kringle, such a tasty, yummy treat. With a flaky crust and sweet icing, it's the best thing you can eat.
Oh, like that's so much better than mine.
Well, at least we're not off key.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way. That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
The holidays are shining bright at Deer District. Join us November 21st through the 30th for the first ever Deer District Holiday Market, presented by Deer District Bid 53 and produced by Events by Design. From concept to celebration, Events by Design can transform your events to create unforgettable experiences with curated vendors, immersive decor, and seamless flow from start to finish. Shop local, sip seasonal, snap holiday photos, and drop your letter to Santa free to attend. Visit deerdistrict.com/holiday. Shop small, shine bright at the Deer District Holiday Market.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks? Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
We will get to your calls and get to YouTube. Well, as a matter of fact, we're going to talk with Sean first. Longtime supporter of this show. Sean in Sun Prairie, you're on with Gary Ellerson. We'll get to efficient and dominating later. Take it away. Let her fly, Sean.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Awesome. Kicked butt.
Yeah. I've been hard on Matt LaFleur for 11 weeks, and today he actually did a great job. So good game call and good execution, kept it simple, and I just don't think anyone could have screwed that up, though. But so that's the downfall of that. Gary, real quick, did you listen to Fat Jack on Friday for the two games?
Yes.
Yeah, I lost too, as well.
Yeah, but like one was Pittsburgh, and I think that you just have some bad beats. I think that was a good call, and again, if you pick and isolate certain games, you're going to lose. But you can check his numbers are great. But yes, this was the game to play, which he avoided. The game to play was Wisconsin because the defense has become very good, and they figured it out offensively. Excuse me. Run the damn ball! Okay. So now go ahead.
Gary, question for you. The announcers made a big deal out of it. Jordan Love was handing the ball off with the opposite hand where the runner was going. Is that because he's injured, or is it preference?
Well, he had that thumb injury, right? Was that to his non-throwing hand? Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if that was a big deal because I don't think it affected his play, but something to look forward to in the game against Detroit. But I worry about that a little bit. If it's that bad that he's favoring an opposite hand.
Yeah, I thought maybe he got it nicked in the game. I'm not 100% sure. I saw him touching it and wincing a little bit during the game.
One other question, Gary. Is Emmanuel Wilson as talented as Josh Jacobs, or is today just, I don't want to call it fluke, but a great performance?
No, he's not good. He's not good as Josh Jacobs, but he's most certainly a really good backup. I mean, Malik Willis is not as good as Jordan Love, but he's most certainly a good backup.
No.
Yeah, so I love that comparison.
I think you got to have them. I think they complement each other. You got to have them. They just have two different running styles, though. So, and they.
I thought he looked great. And I don't know, maybe Minnesota's run defense is great.
I want you to ask as a follow-up. I don't think they would have been any better today with Jacobs.
No, it would have been about the same.
Yeah. 30 touches for 125 yards.
But they have they like the ball in different ways, too. Yeah. So, I mean,
Sean?
All right, well, let's see what happens.
Here's the big question. Here's the big question, Sean. You ready for it? Will the Green Bay Packers Thursday defeat the Detroit Lions?
Great question.
I say no.
I think it'll be tough. I think.
What? Hold on.
If I were a betting man,
Sean, hold on a second.
On
this is the Gary Ellerson portion. I'll let you finish, but like he was laughing at me or laughing.
Because you always do stuff like this, dude. It's just Sunday. Let the dust settle. You love to go out and make.
Oh, so I shouldn't make my prediction till later.
You just go.
Well, no, because the game is Thursday. Normally, you'd have more time, but the game is a few days away.
Let the guys fly home first, right? Let them go to a practice. Let it hash out.
Well, let me say this: if they lose to Detroit, that doesn't really affect me much at all.
I agree with that.
I still believe in this team.
Well,
Well, go ahead.
Well, no. What it does affect is you bury Detroit.
Correct.
If they lose, if the Packers lose, you give them life. You don't want to give them life.
You don't want to, no. But if they lose, I'm going to say I still think Green Bay's in the playoffs. I still think they can win a playoff game.
Yeah.
I'd like them to win the division. But I've analyzed this year as a development for greatness after this year. I don't think there's greatness this year. So,
hold on. Let me answer the question this way.
Yes.
If Jordan Love remembers that he was denied a turkey leg by Fox 2 years ago, and he wants it back, they win the game.
Yeah. Go with you there. Anything else you want to add, Sean?
It's the season of Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for both you and Gary. Please keep up the show.
And I'm thankful for you, but I'm thankful for everyone. Thanks, Sean. Actually, not everyone, but pretty much everyone. I don't know. Gary, is there anyone you're not thankful for?
No.
I know, because that basically, well, I don't want to, we don't have to go on with that anymore.
No.
All right, now we're going to get to what you said about the game. Boring, efficient, dominating. We talked about boring, and now I need efficient. What were you referring to?
Well, everything they did. I mean, if you're talking about special teams, we have been talking about they weren't very good. Well, they played. I mean, McManus got all his extra points, field goals in. Perfect. You got a turnover on special teams. Michael Parsons. How many times did they sack the quarterback? Was it 5? I don't know.
I'd have to check. It was multiple. I can look it up here.
Yeah, and I think the quarterback was hit like 10 times or something like that. So, I mean, and then if you look at the offense, Jordan Love did just enough. And, the run game was on point. So, to me, is his name number 7? Is that Kennard?
That is. That's who came in on various plays.
Yeah, came in a lot, played a lot, and they made up their mind that they're going to run the football and throw it just whenever they
and
need
use
to.
the extra, what it used to be the 71 play or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Berry.
Yep. They're going to keep winning it. And that is efficient. Dominating is coming up next with Gary Ellerson. Packers win 23-6. Given the offense of the Minnesota Vikings, that's like 53-6, because it would have taken 4 games for this Viking offense to get to 23. More Gary Ellerson next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
This is number 8.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
Win a pair of tickets to see Green Bay host Chicago on December 7th.
Which includes access to Green Bay's upscale tailgating destination,
the Tundra Trio.
3 upscale homes just steps from the stadium, featuring next-level pre- and post-game festivities with gourmet food and premium drinks. Thanks to Dr. Pepper and ESPN Wisconsin. Enter to win now at ESPNWisconsin.com.
Wherever you watch the game, nothing hits like the bold signature flavor of Dr. Pepper.
Enjoy an ice-cold Dr. Pepper during your next visit to McDonald's. No purchase necessary. Enter by November 23rd.
Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Number 15 retired in honor of Butch Lee. He finished in 78, and the number retired the next season. It's hard to believe that any player could ever equal what Butch Lee did at Marquette. Part of the national championship team in 77, and the Final Four MVP, and the next season, the consensus National Player of the Year. So much success, it's not necessary to bring up any statistics. Number 15, Butch Lee, did everything. Running a business means taking care of your team and your bottom line. For over 50 years, Saganiac Planning has helped small businesses build smarter, more affordable medical and employee benefit plans. From health insurance to customized coverage options, our experts make it simple to protect your people and your future. Saganiac Planning, your partner in planning confidence. Visit SaganiacPlanning.com or call John Saganiac Jr. today to get started. 262-783-6161.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
Score the top gifts for the Brewers fan in your life this holiday season. Set them up for an epic 2026 season with the all-new Brewers Holiday Bundle, featuring 4 ticket vouchers, loaded value concession credits, and an exclusive Brewers Holiday ornament, starting at just $99. Finish shopping for even the youngest Brewers fans with the 2026 Kids Crew Kit, including one-of-a-kind Brewers merch, 6 ticket vouchers, a ballpark tour, and more, all for just $35. Grab every Brewers Holiday gift today at Brewers.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Call the Carbless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776.
We will get to all the callers, Aaron, Mike, and others. We will get to dominating. The comment of Gary Ellerson about the Packers, boring, efficient. We've taken care of those two. Dominating we'll get to. The Packers win 23-6. It wasn't that close. But first, Gary Ellerson will talk of a great partner.
I want to talk about my good friends over at the Jewelry Center. They will take care of all of your jewelry needs. If you're looking for naturally mined and lab-grown diamonds, well, they have them. And their experts will help you design the perfect engagement ring, just like I did. And with the holidays here, folks, it's the perfect time to find something special for anyone on your wish list, like necklaces, watches, earrings, you name it. Go check my good friends out today at the Jewelry Center. You can also find them at shoptjc.com.
And now, to talk with Gary Ellison, Aaron in Appleton. You're on, millions listening and watching. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. How you doing tonight?
Awesome.
Hey, Gary. Your longtime friend. Hello, Gary?
Gary's call dropped. Don't take it personally, Aaron. Will now is working on getting that squared away. No, hold on. We can't. We want to wait until we get Gary back. And so someone said the Giants might be the worst 2-9 team ever. And I said, I would agree, but their head coach has gone, the interim has gone out of his way to find a way to lose games like today when they should have won, and that makes life more difficult. By the way, if you're wondering, Sanders quarterbacking for the Browns, they are ahead 14-3 at half. The Eagles lead the Cowboys 21-0, and it's not even halftime. All right. Gary Ellison is back. Aaron, take two. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, Aaron.
Okay, so my worrisome, my few concerns are run defense is still a little bit of a concern, and our run offense, that's a concern of mine. And then I guess my question is, who wins the division and why?
Yeah. You would take them all, Gary.
Give it to me again.
All right. Who wins the division? Why? Let's start with that. We'll get to the run issues, but the key, the first one, the most important. Who wins the division and why?
Why he still doesn't play? I don't know if you.
He would like a little prediction from you based on your intense and immense NFL knowledge, given that you played.
Well, right now it's a 3-team race.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll just see how it shakes out.
I'm taking Green Bay now because even if Detroit beats them, they got a tougher schedule. They got issues. I don't think any more of the Packers, but I think less of the Bears and the Lions. And I figure the Packers will win the division because of the tie will give them the half-game edge. Put that one down, Will. This the date.
There you go. There it is.
On November 23rd. Now, the key is, will, Aaron, this convince Gary Ellison to actually make an opinion, or will he dodge it, even though I just did?
Yeah, well, because you like to do all that kind of stuff.
There's nothing to do with you doing it or not. You're dodging.
No, you like to do that stuff. It just got to play out.
Okay.
Next 3 weeks.
Will you be willing to do so after Thursday's game when we do the I assume you'll be on Green Bay.
Homer, look around the NFL right now. I keep talking about this over and over again. The parity is in order right now.
No, this is very hard. If you said the Lions, I'd say fine. If you said the Bears, I'd say fine. Somebody did on YouTube say the Bears are the worst 8-3 team ever. To which I would say unlikely, just based on numbers.
I don't get into that. They won 8 games.
Yeah. No, and they have an easier schedule.
Billy Parcells.
Yeah.
Billy Parcells, your record is what it says it is.
I'd like to be the worst 8-3 team ever. That's better than being the best 2-9 team ever.
Right.
I don't care. I'm 8-3, baby.
Yeah.
They got the right coach. They got a better coach in there. That's pretty clear. Wouldn't you say?
That's true.
Yeah. Aaron, anything else? Oh, Aaron had great.
Run
defense. We'll get to it because you asked these, and I am worried about the run defense. I can tell you the Lions. The Lions believe they can do over 200 yards rushing Thursday. That's their goal. They win the game if they run the ball well. I'm sure that's what Crazy Man says, and I would agree with him. And there's reason to believe they can do that. What do you say, Gary?
No, they can't run over 200 yards on the Packers.
How much would they need to win?
Well, if they want to have just a balanced offense, because I think that's what they try to go for.
150.
100.
All right,
100 would be the key.
Okay.
Because nobody's rushing for a whole ton of yards unless it's Jonathan Taylor in them. And I don't know what they did today.
How many yards? I'll have to look that up. And now you had another question, Aaron. I don't want to cut you short. Go ahead.
It wasn't really a question, but it was a statement. When they went to the jumbo package with Kennard, we didn't see Jordan Morgan in the second half. I didn't see Jordan Morgan in the second half. They put in Belton, so I think they might be done with Morgan.
We'll ask Jason Wilde on that because he'll have some additional information. Do I think they're done with him? No. I think he gets whooped too often. Gary Ellerson, how about that?
Yeah, he does, and so they're trying to find a home for him, and they can't. I mean, is it left tackle?
Yes.
Left guard, right guard.
His only chance is left tackle, being athletic. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor, 16 carries, 58 yards. The Colts lost in overtime to Kansas City, 23-20.
They did.
Yes. Kansas City had to come from behind with 11 fourth-quarter points. Though they blew it, it looked like they were going to get a touchdown to win in regulation. They just got a field goal, and then they won in overtime. Kansas City is now 6-5. The entire league is hoping they don't make the playoffs because you don't want to play them. And don't tell me what their record is. They're getting their fast guys back. Rice had 141 yards receiving. Worthy had 59. Kelsey with 43, and it doesn't matter. They're scary.
Yep, they are.
All right. Thanks for the call. All right, now we'll get to let's get to Mike. Mike is in Fargo, and Fargo is in the Dakota. I do not call it North or South Dakota because there's no point to that whatsoever. It is Dakota because they're pretty much the same. Come on. All right, Mike, you're on with Gary Ellison. Let her fly.
Yeah, actually, it was the Dakota territory before they split the states up. But anyway, I think I'm going to start with the Milton and Morgan thing. I think that I was at the game, and I saw Morgan. I pointed it out to the guy sitting next to me. He wasn't playing in the second half. But I think it's just a luxury that we have to put him in there. I think they're trying to see what they could do. I don't think they were worried about losing the game. It was one of those, let's get this guy some snaps. Let's see where he's at. And, it's a toss-up between the two, number one.
That could very easily be the case. We'll ask Jason later on. He's going to be on after 5.
We're just, you know what, we're getting this guy some snaps here. We're going to see what we can do. As far as the heavy, the jumbo package, the Kevin Berry, 2004 thing, I think it's just the Vikings are going to blitz a lot. So if you're going to do that, we're going to bring in this heavy stuff, and we're just going to run the ball, be boring, move the chains. If we got to kick field goals to win, that's what we're going to do. But I think.
Can I ask you a question, Mike, in the Dakotas? Why the hell didn't Jordan Love and the Packers have that same approach against the Cleveland Browns?
I think that game there. Here's what I think. And I'm not saying any disrespect to the Cleveland Browns, but when I notice Matt does a lot of, this defense is so good, and all this, and I'm not saying they're not good, but when you preach that all the time and players hear that, just go in there, and we should have put up 40 on that team, and we should have spanked them hard. Anyway, we didn't. And we should have done it to Carolina the same thing, and we didn't. But anyway, the next thing is, as far as the Detroit thing, I'm going to bring Tucker. I know Kraft is out, but if he would have been there today, he would have went for 150 yards, but he's not. But back to why I think we'll win in Detroit, no Golden, no Reed, no Jacobs. As long as those guys are back by Thursday, we'll be in good shape. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous is if Keyshawn will be playing or not, but we seem to do okay without him. But I hope he's back by then. And no Clay Walker today, no Elton Jenkins, no Kraft, 6 starters, and we put a spanking pound down on the Vikings. But there is a few things, with the pass plays. Watson was open a couple times. Love hangs onto the ball not even a second later, and throws it. He's wide open to the south end zone there. But anyway, where was I going here? Anyway, I think we go to Detroit, and we go there, run the ball, take care of business. I just think we win 27-23.
27-23. Thanks. I appreciate Mike in the Dakotas for giving us a prediction. Gary Ellerson, he does many things great. He won't even tell us. And he made fun of me for picking a winner for the game Thursday. I said I think Detroit wins, but it doesn't affect my confidence in the Packers at all. The Packers going to the playoffs, and they will win a playoff game. And we're just fiddling and diddling now.
Fiddling and diddling?
Yeah, I mean, you got to do
I
it.
like that word.
Am I worried about the Packers?
I like that phrase.
Are you worried about the Packers in any way? I stole that from Johnny Most. That's what he said about the Celtics when they were dribbling near midcourt. They're just fiddling and diddling, and not until they attack the basket. I wish I had invented it. I should use it more. I did set, just for your information, Gary, I did do something I've never done before. On Saturday, yesterday, Central Michigan had a player who was the high school player of the year in basketball in Michigan, which generally is very hard to do because they have great basketball in various cities, including Detroit. His name, Fat Brooks. I just called him Fat, and then somebody thought I was calling him Fat, but it's P-H-A-T. What a great name. Wouldn't you have loved to have been?
What is it? How you spell it?
P-H-A-T. It's when they use the word fat and it's meant as a compliment. Fat Brooks. I would have loved to have done Gary Ellerson games and called him Fat. I wouldn't have called you Gary Ellerson. Oh, Fat around the corner. Oh, baby, Fat is good. For a touchdown, Fat Ellerson scores again for the Badgers.
Nobody named baby Fat.
I don't believe that is his name. I believe Darrell is his name. But he goes by Fat, and they put it as Fat on the piece of paper that tells you the roster. When they put Fat on the roster, that means I can call him.
Off air, tell you what that means.
Oh, you mean I don't know?
I don't think you do.
Well, but if they call him that and that's his name.
Why would they do that to her baby?
Well, but don't you see, if they had not put it on the roster, I would have called him Darrell. Oh, so you think they made the mistake and I just screwed up too?
No. I just don't know why they would do that. Ask Tony Smith.
All right, I'll do that. I will. Thanks. I knew you would help out. All right, we're going to get to dominating. As Gary Ellerson referred to what the Packers did as dominating. Are you ready yet to predict the score for Thursday?
No.
Okay. I just asked. I'll take no.
I'm not even home from Green Bay yet.
But you choose not to. You could. You have thoughts about that game.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
All right. Okay. And to be fair, to Gary, that is how you do things. You love the Monday show with Greg Matzik because you really believe the importance of letting things simmer for a day.
Let it settle.
Let it settle. All right, I got to write that one down. Let it settle.
Let it settle.
I'm coming down. For those of you who don't know, Gary Ellerson is the only one who does not have an opening statement. He has a soliloquy. Which we got. I can't remember what you said about your closing statement. I did because I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
Let it settle. Let it settle.
Let it breathe a little bit.
All right, let it breathe. I like let it settle. I'm going to use that in the future for a number of things happen in life all the time in which it would be appropriate to tell me.
Yeah.
Homer?
Yeah. That's it.
Let it settle.
Once you Tell that to Nancy.
That's not. No, she doesn't need that. That would be someone else said. John Anderson said, "What I need is a governor." But I like this better. Just periodically, people go, Homer.
Yeah.
Let it settle. And I think I will benefit from that the rest of my life with that phrase, because I'll think of that. All right. Well, Homer, remember Gary. Just let it settle. All right. Packers win 23-6, and it wasn't that close because the Vikings couldn't have scored in a month on the Packers defense today. More Gary Ellerson next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Welcome to Jackpot Land, this fall at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all fall to win your share of thousands in prizes each month and earn entries into the big December Jackpot Land prize drawings. Your October, November, and December entries all count. Win thousands in cash or reward play. Welcome to Jackpot Land, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This holiday season, celebrate where Milwaukee comes together. 3rd Street Market Hall. Whether you're planning a private party, a semi-private gathering, or a festive social night out, we've got the space, the flavor, and the fun to make it unforgettable. With incredible local food vendors, craft cocktails, and built-in entertainment like shuffleboard, games, and more, your group will have a holiday party they'll talk about all year long. Visit thirdstreetmarkethall.com for more information on booking your event.
Every child deserves a chance. When you join the team at La Causa, you support giving children a chance to learn, to grow, to dream. La Causa Crisis Nursery and Respite Center is the only free 24/7 crisis nursery in Milwaukee. Their team doesn't just show up for work, they show up for the community as teachers, counselors, mentors, and advocates, united by compassion, education, and opportunity. Help change lives every day by embarking upon a rewarding career at La Causa. Apply today at lacausa.org.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com. When winter hits Wisconsin hard, Safe Plow hits back. Founded by two locals who know winter inside and out, Safe Plow delivers no-tolerance snow removal, meaning they're on it before, during, and after every storm for hospitals, retail centers, and all businesses that can't afford downtime. From small driveways to massive parking lots, Safe Plow's dedicated team keeps your property clear, safe, and accessible, prioritizing handicap ramps and disabled parking every time. At Safe Plow, they handle the blizzard, you handle your business. Serving Madison, Milwaukee, and all of southeastern Wisconsin. Book now at safeplow.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucs game.
In 6 minutes, no more,
no less. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus Audio Network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucs in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus Audio Network. Find it now on Bucs.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means, tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Run 40% alcohol by volume.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Call the Carbless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776.
With Gary Ellerson, and remember, Monday, Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee has dozens of self-serve kiosks and over 2,000 square foot video wall, seating for over 200, full restaurant and bar, VIP deck, and more. It's a sports betting paradise. They just don't listen to me because this is what I should say. It's not only a sports betting paradise, it's a sports paradise. You want to watch any sporting event the rest of your life, you will not find a better place than the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. Everything is good. Food is good. The way they set up the tables is good. And the size of the screens, incredible. And enough of them that even if you don't have the biggest one, it's still awesome. All right, quick note on Window Nation, 90% customer satisfaction. Important that I tell you they're great, but even more important that their customers do. Window Nation, remember two words, right now. Whatever they'll do it right now. Could they, Windows, yeah, they won't just do it now, they'll do it right now. And it's cold out there, so get it done. You can still get it done because they can get it done right now. And this month, save big with 50% off all window styles. Plus, you get 0% financing for 5 years, and you get it done right now. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to get started. windownation.com. Right now. All right, Gary Ellerson, in discussing the win in your soliloquy, you said the game was boring, efficient, and dominating. Those are the three words. We have not addressed dominating yet. Take it away.
I will need some help on this. But what was the total yards in the second half of the Minnesota Vikings?
Wasn't it minus? Was it minus in passing or was it minus overall? Will, I don't remember.
That's what we have
but
to
whatever, it was incredible. They didn't get any first down until the very end.
So that's
no first downs, and they turned the ball over.
That's the dominating part.
Yes, it was like a high school domination.
Yes.
Yep. Which should not happen in the pros or generally doesn't happen, because even the bad teams have a certain level of ability necessary to play in the NFL. In high school, you can get a whooping because of the difference in ability. It should never be said about an NFL game, but you could say that today about the Packer defense versus the Green Bay offense. Since
Correct.
you played against one of the greatest defenses in the history of the NFL, that would be the Bears, right? Didn't you play against that
Correct.
defense?
The Bears and the Giants.
With Lawrence Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor was that Harry Carson, Gary Reasons.
You're right. They had a number of outstanding players, but do you even want to go there with this Packer team, or is that just unfair?
That's just unfair, Homer.
All right.
Yeah.
They could earn that over the course of an entire season.
No.
No?
No.
Well, what if they played the game like today, that level of dominance, in every playoff game? Then you would consider it.
Who was the last team you seen dominant?
The Baltimore, Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens were that dominant.
I would agree.
See, because to me in defense, it's dominant. When they're not only dominant, you're afraid they're going to hurt people. Like every time that Bears, I thought, God, if I was the quarterback, I wouldn't want to play. I don't care about losing. They could hurt me.
Yeah.
And the Baltimore Ravens were that way with Ray Lewis. And who was the safety? Reed? Was it Ed Reed? Man.
Ed Reed. And
they were scared.
The Buccaneers were Warren Sapp and them.
Yes. They were good, but they were not as scary. But I think you're right. They need to be put in that into that category as well. Great tell. All right, what did you mean by dominating? What stood out as dominating? I mean, I know the Packer defense, but for you to use those words, that word.
That's why you said it's the defense. If you look at in the second half, what they did. And then when you were able to run the football, Matt LaFleur, in his presser today, said he ran the same play over and over again, the run play.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew it was coming.
And couldn't stop it.
And couldn't stop it.
Yeah. You know what we call that? That's a Vince Lombardi. Power sweep
That's called
coming.
dominating.
Yes. I do want to read this from Twitter.
Yeah, read it.
A good passing offense with a good quarterback and a good play caller should never call 7 straight runs and kick a field goal unless it's to close out a game. Just way too conservative. Do you want to answer first or let me?
You go ahead.
You're playing Thursday. Come on, man. Think about it. Think about it.
Right.
Not only with whatever your line is, you want to convince them how good you can run the ball, build some little confidence, but generally, would they have done that if they didn't play Thursday? No. Would they have done that against a team with a quarterback better than J.J. McCarthy, who may be out of the league, as someone said, within a couple years? No.
Yeah.
But given the as I said, that's my complaint about the Cleveland game. Understand the score. Understand game situation. This was as great a setup as LaFleur has ever done, given all those factors. Take it away, Gary.
No, absolutely. I think when you go back and look at the game and take it all in, if your quarterback has separated shoulder,
which he does, they say the left shoulder, clearly not the right. Is that a given? Does everybody know that for sure? I saw that on one report.
I don't know, so I heard it somewhere.
All right, we'll ask Jason Wilde. I believe that it is so.
Yeah,
I believe it's true. You do as well, right? Otherwise you wouldn't have mentioned it.
If he has that,
yeah,
and a hand issue, yeah, let's hand it off and get out of here.
Right. It's
got to play Thursday.
Yeah, it's not likely that you would get the opportunity. If the Packers win Thursday, I would hope LaFleur would say, one of the reasons we won is because what we were able to do Sunday, understanding we play this game on Thursday.
Right.
But, all right, now, I don't know what your close is. The soliloquy is the open, I forgot. And I do want to apologize to you because I'm not probably going to remember it. Anything else you said today other than, Homer, let it settle.
Let it settle.
I don't know that I will do that very often, but I will.
No, you won't.
I'll still consider it. Let it breathe is another way to do it, but that's not my style. That may be your style.
Okay.
Because when I can say to somebody, possibly my son, let it settle. And do you know what he'll say to me?
What do you say?
You're the last person that should be allowed to ever use that. And there's truth to that, too. So
there it is.
We don't know what it's called. I will watch and listen to last week's show because you had a phrase for your closing because you didn't want to use closing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have a close. Do you have another question for me?
Yes. Somebody questioned what you thought of the offensive line and whether it might be that Morgan is just not a guard. He's a tackle, left tackle, that's it. It sounds weird to say because generally the left tackle is thought of as the hardest position, but you need a quickness or certain style there that maybe you need something else to be a guard. At least Brian Bulaga has talked like that. What? Do you have a comment on?
Yeah, it feels like tackles are probably a little bit more athletic, and the guards are more physical. So it could be the difference between a fullback and a tailback.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. And now, this comes from YouTube to get it in. How did the scheme today advance the offense moving forward The response was, fire LaFleur. So those were the two things from YouTube that I leave you with for you to, you know what I would tell the second guy? Let it settle. But
yeah.
I'm just working on that. I'm getting better at it.
The scheme today, Homer, gave Detroit some other stuff the game plan for.
Yeah, we can run the damn ball.
Yeah.
And we might run the ball to shorten the game if we choose to.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Man, you know what? I'm really happy. We only got to wait a couple days, and this game is going on. I don't know that how hard is it to play a Thursday after you played on Sunday in the NFL? You had to do it once in a while, but not often.
No. Your body just doesn't react the way it should. I'm surprised they don't have more injuries on a Thursday.
Yeah, so do you just assume it's going to be a mess and you do the best you can and then rest for the 10 days afterwards?
To get back. And it's up to your coach or coaches to walk you through that.
I mean, you shouldn't even do anything between now and Thursday, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Walkthroughs.
Gary Ellerson.
All
as
right,
far
buddy.
as
Good
the
night.
game, boring, efficient, dominating, you addressed them all. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for the phrase.
Looking forward to hearing from Jason.
Yep. Packers win. Bears win. Lions win. So the Bears 8-3. Packers 7-3-1. And the Lions are 7-4. The Lions are a 2.5-point favorite in the game Thursday, which, as Mark Tauscher said, simply means it's a pick'em. The home team is usually given a 3-point advantage for being the home team. Jason Wilde coming up soon. I am next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
Football's back, and if you're headed up toward Green Bay, the perfect stop is Higher Love Cannabis Company, just seconds over the border in Menominee, Michigan. Less than an hour from Green Bay. An easy stop before or after the game or anytime you're passing through town. And with so many low-quality, unregulated CBD products floating around Wisconsin, trust matters. Higher Love, award-winning, organically grown, locally owned, and the real deal. Higher Love Cannabis Company, best in the Midwest. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold the lie with sportswear too. You pay a fortune for big name gear, a fancy logo, and a slogan, and it still stinks. Then I found Iron Jock, and now it's all I wear. It's built on science. Their silver ion technology is woven right into the fabric. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria, and it never washes out, ever. Right now, you can get 40% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code HOLIDAY40. That's HOLIDAY40 for 40% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
We have had Mark Tauscher. We have had Gary Ellerson. Still to come, Jason Wilde to talk about the Packers win 23-6 over the Minnesota Vikings. It was not that close. The story of the game would be historic whooping of the defense on the offense of the Minnesota Vikings, and the overall numbers. J.J. McCarthy, 12 of 19, 87 yards, 2 interceptions. His quarterback rating, 34.2. I don't believe he'll ever be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I don't believe he'll ever be a starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings after this season. I'm not sure Kevin O'Connell wanted him. It might be that the GM said, you're going to go with him. The difference in their team this year more than anything else, it's hard to believe it could be that much difference, but at quarterback, Sam Darnold, and now J.J. McCarthy. Jordan Love, 14 of 21, 139 yards, quarterback rating 85.2, which you shouldn't even look at because the Packers just decided to run the ball. They ran 42 times for 146 yards, 3.5 yards per carry. Emmanuel Wilson, we know he got the game ball. 28 carries, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and he also caught a couple of passes. It's just hard to believe that the offense could be as bad as it was, and certainly the Packers deserve some credit. Total yards for the Minnesota Vikings, 145. What was it the second half, Will? Is it like -2 something? Was it
-1?
-1 passing? Or -1 yards?
Total yards.
Total yards, -1. Sacks. They also had 3 turnovers. They had 3 turnovers and 145 total yards. You would think the Packers would actually win more than that. The Packers only had 288 yards in total offense. And I think their approach by Matt LaFleur, I have no problem with it whatsoever. Playing again on Thursday, they did whatever they had to do in order to win. I wish Jordan Love talked about the defense and we didn't have to do anything because the defense is so good. This one I wish I was in the postgame. Did that thought ever enter your mind late in the Cleveland game, if you could remember back? Because they did exactly what I screamed about. And I believe with that approach, they would have won the game against the Cleveland Browns. But they did do it today. Packers win 23-6. Jason Wilde is next.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
A blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. It's Arctic action. One in. Step 1. Earn entries with your rewards card December 1st through the 18th. Step 2. Show up for Thursday drawings. Step 3. Be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there'll be a jackpot drawing for the leftover prizes. Arctic action. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 24-pack selected varieties essential everyday purified water, 2 for $6. 9 to 13.1 ounce selected varieties Old Dutch Crunch, Ripple, or Restaurant Tortilla Chips, 2 for $5.50. 64-ounce selected varieties Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice, $2.99. 75 to 80 count or 12-ounce selected varieties Lysol Disinfecting Wipes or Spray, $4.99.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Number 20, Maurice Lucas, retired in 2006. Lucas at Marquette only 2 years, but he was so good. 74 NCAA championship game against NC State, 40 minutes, 21 points, 13 rebounds. In the semi-win over Kansas, 18 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Also, that game-winning shot in a win over Wisconsin that created the legendary post-game photo of the father of 2 Badger players very upset with Al McGuire. For your fellow fanatics and your number 1 fans, for your game day compatriots and your personal cheerleaders, for all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call Eric Pearson. Eric Pearson, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service. Homer here with a message about 3 Pillar Senior Living Communities located on a serene setting along the Bark River on 300 gorgeous acres. 3 Pillar Senior Living Communities is a top-ranked full continuum community. Active adult, independent living, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing, and rehab. 3 Pillars, the hands-down choice for you or your loved one. Been there. Know people who live there. They love it. You gotta go to Dousman and see it in person. Get all the info on 3 Pillars at 3pillars.org.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
This is Green Bay Game Afternoon. I don't think we're going to go late enough to be nice, but it is now Jason Wilde. The Packers win 23-6. And I am curious how Jason chooses to start with his first thought on the Packer win. Take it away, Jason.
Love it. It's like Dean Smith and the 4 corners.
Yes.
You knew exactly what you had to do to win, and you did it. I was walking down with a couple of my colleagues afterward, not Jim Polzine, of course, because the columnist of the Wisconsin State Journal is a total mensch, a smart man. But they were like ripping the offense. I'm like, wait a minute, guys. You got J.J. McCarthy, who's terrible. Your defense is dominating. Your quarterback is playing with a AC joint sprain, dislocated left non-throwing shoulder, so you don't want him running around. You're running the ball extremely well with Emmanuel Wilson. Your offensive line is actually chewing up yardage and allowing Emmanuel Wilson to get yards before he gets hit, unlike they have done with Josh Jacobs. They're still running a lot out of the shotgun. Matt LaFleur is so confident in the run game and his defense that he keeps calling the same running play over and over again. And you got 3 takeaways, 2 interceptions, and a huge fumble recovery where Zane Anderson drives the dude into the ball and recovers it. I mean, they were in absolute control of the game. So could they have won the game 38-10? Sure. Could they have, they only allowed 6 points, so I guess it would have been 38-6. But, like, I thought what they did was really smart. Like, they didn't put their guys at risk on a short week. Meanwhile, we're watching during Love and LaFleur's press conferences, we're watching the Lions game still going. They ran like 80 plays on each side of the ball. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they're going to win on Thursday because of that. But, like, and I don't know what the calls have been. I was writing and transcribing and interviewing and doing TV, but I hope there haven't been too many people that have gotten after them.
I don't think we've had any. I addressed it a couple of times with people that. Good. Because the Thursday to me is huge. Like, if you can do this, my only question was, why didn't you think of this against Cleveland? But
that's not unfair.
No, Jordan Love's like, hey, we knew this defense. And we're like, have you experienced that at any point prior to this season? But anyway, given a game in a few days that you can do this for just all the reasons you mentioned, I can't think of a game plan that was ever better than this one. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, certainly there's been game plans that, all gas, no brakes, Matt LaFleur was able to do that were impressive statistically, and they lit up the scoreboard and all that stuff. But again, like I really thought after they got and LaFleur called it the play of the game, and I agree with him.
Punt.
I thought after they get the punt and the fumble recovery, and then they go in and turn that into points, I thought it was, you guys could have started the post-game show, as we like to joke. I really did. I thought they were
Minnesota. I was disappointed in O'Connell because he literally should have just kept running the ball the same way. Shouldn't have changed anything. That you're down 11, you got a ton of time. The dude can't play. And just see if you can run the ball and get back in the game the way Wisconsin football team has tried to do. And actually,
he's in such a, he's in a tough spot. I've got a bunch of buddies in the Minnesota media, and like, I don't get this sense from Kevin O'Connell at all. But like, they've been able to do it with just about every quarterback under the sun, right? Since he's gotten there.
I assume he wanted Darnold, and the GM said, no, you got to go with this kid because he will never start a game for the Vikings after this season. I wish to be on record. And that's rare for the first-round pick, but I think it's going to happen.
Right, and I can't imagine how, I was talking to Kevin Seifert, who is the Rob Domofsky for covering the Vikings for ESPN, and he had done a piece during the week about how Justin Jefferson has done such a good job of controlling his frustration because, he doesn't have anybody to give him the ball. They made it a priority on the few throws they made early, but like he's just not very good. And I didn't watch him play a ton in college. Obviously
he had one drive.
Michigan,
they ran the ball the whole time. He had one drive. They got him everything.
I just don't get it. So I know he's had some moments. I learned today that he also likes to refer to himself in the third person by his jersey number. That in the fourth quarter, that's when 9 comes out. Don't love that. But if you're going to, I'll say this, you got to be a hell of a lot better than he was today to be able to refer to yourself in the third person.
You understand why he got injured and took so long to bring him back.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know when it comes to quarterbacks. First of all, I would have franchise tagged or structured a deal with Sam Darnold in a way that was I could get out of it in 2026 if I wanted to, because. And all I would have to say was, look, we hate the Packers up here in the Twin Cities, right? We do. We hate them. They're our arch rival. But, here's the problem for us with J.J. McCarthy. Last year he misses the whole season with that knee injury. But people need to remember, because we had him on injured reserve, he couldn't practice even. So he got no practice out of that. He did stuff on the side and he could do stuff individually, but he never ran the scout team offense against their defense. So basically, it was even more of a wasted year than Love had as a rookie when he never got to wear his jersey and he was the third quarterback, right? Because Tim Boyle was the backup. So if I'm, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, or if I'm Kevin O'Connell, I'm like, look, we think Sam's awesome. We love Sam. We decided to bring him back. We're going to follow the Packers' game plan with JJ. We think he can be a really good quarterback, but we don't want to thrust him into the spotlight immediately this season. If he has to play or if he earns the right to play, then we'll do that. But we want to take our time with him because we think he could be special, but he needs more time to be that guy. And you could have sold that to the fan base. Instead, they turned the keys over. And, if you think Justin Jefferson's ticked off, I wonder how Jordan Addison feels. I think he got the ball thrown to him once today.
Yeah, no, they have to change it for next year. As Mark Tauscher said,
bad.
It's not the Vikings. But so for this year, it helps because the Vikings are a mess, and they're going to be a mess when the Packers play them at the end of the season. But it helps. The Packers are beneficiaries, as is Detroit, and as is the Bears, and as are the Bears because of the Vikings messing up, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah, and it was interesting. LaFleur ended up actually watching the end of the Lions game with us after we finished our press conference with him, and I really do. I think that there's, again, like I said earlier, I'm not saying that this is going to win the game for them, but I'm looking at the box score here. The Lions ran 65 offensive plays. Their defense played 77 defensive snaps. They basically played a whole other quarter, right? I mean, I think. They played. Yep. I think the game ended with about 4 minutes left in overtime. Like that on a short week, that matters. And so, again, I know that there's been a lot of criticism of LaFleur, and I kind of gave a pretty strong. I'm very rarely opinionated, but I try to when I am. I want it always to be authentic. So people who think that I don't have opinions often enough, it's usually because I don't feel strongly. But I feel. And I'm not here to defend Matt LaFleur at every turn. He certainly has deserved criticism this season. But this narrative that his seat should be so incredibly hot. If you're still, they're 7-3-1. Are they an imperfect team? Absolutely. So are the Lions. I mean, the Bears just keep beating backup quarterbacks. So we'll see on December 7th how that game goes here. But I'm not convinced that they're the real deal. And the Lions, like if you're a Lions fan, you come out of this today feeling like, all right, well, hey, they got the W. That's what matters. They're 7-4. But the Lions, who were in an NFC Championship game 2 years ago and who were the number one seed in the NFC last year, have all kinds of problems too, including who should call the offensive plays, right? Now, 2 of the 3 games that Dan Campbell has called the plays, they've obviously put up big numbers. Today they had 494 yards. They had 34 points. But, my only recommendation to Packers fans is just to remind them that, this is the team we focus on. You as a fan, us as media members. And so we are very in tune with all their shortcomings and their failures. And I just want to remind you that, there's a bunch of teams that are flawed. This whole league is flawed. And, it's funny, LaFleur was there for the end of the Lions game, and he and I have talked about this before. There's just anybody can win on the old cliche of any given Sunday feels like it's even more appropriate this season. There's certainly proof of it, losing to the Cleveland, who was terrible, and frankly the Lions are, because I can't believe that the Vikings, the same Vikings team that I watched today, won at Ford Field earlier this year. But what they did today was they knew they had a team down, and for all the criticism that they get for not closing people out, yes, they did not win it 40-6, but they did exactly what they needed to do to win the ball game, and that matters a ton.
All right, let's move on to what's the deal in the offensive line. Set the offensive line for us as Detroit comes on Thursday, or did you go to Detroit?
Yeah, look, and I don't want to give Jordan Morgan the J.J. McCarthy treatment of first-round pick who's going to be working somewhere else next year, because I don't think that's the case. But, I teased Brian Bulaga about this, who was, by the way, one of the honorary captains today, along with his old buddy Corey Lindsley, the former center. And Bulaga is incredibly honest. I'm sure he said it on your show. He could not play guard. Couldn't do it. He was a tackle, plain and simple. And I tease him, but I think there's a chance that maybe Jordan Morgan is that too. So he'll, assuming they don't re-sign Rasheed Walker, he'll be the left tackle next year. But now, Matt LaFleur is going to spin it however he wants to spin it. But they clearly benched Jordan Morgan and went with Anthony Belton and Matt LaFleur called him a mauler. Like, they really like what he can do in the run game. He's a ginormous dude. So their offensive line, until further notice, including Thursday, has to be Walker at left tackle, Banks at left guard, Ryan at center, Belton at right guard, and Zach Tom at right tackle. That's how it has to be, because you don't run the ball the way they did today, and you make another change. They started the game as if they were going to rotate, and then it was Belton the rest of the way. And I think that tells you everything you need to know. They ran the ball extremely productively. Wilson, he wound up averaging under 4 yards a carry, but that's because, again, everyone knew it was coming, and he was getting like 3 yards at a pop. But they have to feel really good about how they run blocked. Now, if they get into a shootout with the Lions, can I say for certain that Anthony Belton is a better pass protection option than Jordan Morgan? I cannot. But it'll be interesting to see if he, A, gets the start, and B, whether they rotate or not.
Let's get to the defense and how you want to mention or rank or talk about the players involved.
Well, look, Micah Parsons is a magnificent player, right? Like, I can't imagine, any Packers fan going, ugh, this guy, he's okay, but he wasn't worth the 2 first-round picks. Now, he's got to do it when the money's on the table in the games that are win or go home, right? That's when you're really counting on him to be, as Jeff Hafley calls him, the closer. And Hafley told a great story. I'm going to use it in a story this week about being a kid growing up in New Jersey, going to a Yankees World Series game when they had both John Wetland, is that his name? And then they also had Mariano Rivera. Like, that's what Parsons is. He had 2 sacks today. He kind of closed out the game in the third quarter, but he's just so incredibly disruptive. And so I start with him. Obviously Isaiah McDuffie, who I think finished with 9 tackles, had a half a sack, had the interception on the pressure from Rashawn Gary, who, look, we've criticized Rashawn Gary. We've made jokes about him being not being a high snap snap count guy, but he made a really good play on that. Like, he's the one who causes that, so he deserves an attaboy for that. But, McDuffie obviously stepped in with Quay Walker out and did a really good job there. The only problem with all this, and Kamal Hadden, now again, if they had a serviceable quarterback, are we sitting here going, well, the Packers lost Keyshawn Nixon and it didn't matter at all? They had Carrington Valentine travel with Jefferson, and they put Kamal Hadden, who the next man up at corner, by the way, is Bo Melton. And they were able to get away with it without Nixon. Now, if the quarterback is better, I'm not sure that that's the case. But so all those guys deserve credit because they did, how many times have we done this postgame show where we felt like the Packers didn't do what they should have done, what they're supposed to do in a game like this. Today, they definitely did that, and especially defensively.
So then it's, can you do it the same Thursday or what?
No.
Okay.
I mean, look, I would say this at the start of the game, even though you knew that J.J. McCarthy stinks and they were going to run the ball, they were able to run the ball pretty effectively with Mason and Aaron Jones.
And they should have kept running it down 11, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I agree with you because it would, you probably
their
still
only
lose
chance.
the game.
Shorten the game.
Right. But once he started counting on his quarterback to get the job done, he was cooked. I would just say that, the one thing that the Packers cannot do is they cannot let Gibbs go off. I think he had 219 rushing yards today.
All I know is they had the huge one in overtime. They should have never won the game, the knucklehead from the Giants. Somebody suggested a great comment. For the first time ever, they should have an interim coach. I don't think that's ever happened that I'm aware of. But
yeah, they definitely could have done the Packers a solid there. But my point is that, what worked today worked today. No one, including Matt LaFleur, if he was sitting in here right now, would say that, oh, yeah, we can just carve and copy it and do it against the Lions. Not on your life.
So, yeah, it'll be tougher. The injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com today for info. We've discussed it a little bit, but give the Jason Wilde injury report and concerns about Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, other than Keyshawn Nixon, who obviously left the game, and that's concerning. I don't know how quickly he can get back, and we can all celebrate Kamal Hadden today. But again, if he's having a matchup against that Lions offense, it might be it will be more challenging. But that's the only injury for today. We talked about it all week. I know I talked about it with you on the Homer Hour that, in my conversation with Josh Jacobs, it was as simple as don't play and know that you'll be able to play Thursday or risk it. And even though Matt LaFleur said that Jacobs was pushing to play today, which I don't doubt he was, but I'm sure it was done with but if these guys say, no, you can't go, I'll be okay with it. And I think that was really smart. What Walker's status will be is an important question because I think, once again, Quay Walker was starting to come on, and as well as Isaiah McDuffie played, you want to have as many of your pieces as humanly possible against the Lions. Who knows how good their offense will be? They've obviously been up and down since Dan Campbell took over the offensive play calling, but you get Josh Jacobs back. I don't want to say you've discovered Emmanuel Wilson, but you can certainly utilize him more. So it's going to be an interesting day on Thursday, and I'm eager to see how it plays out.
And lastly, quickly, explain so everybody has exactly the injury that Jordan Love has, or injuries if there's more than one. Separated left shoulder, is that what is said, or take it?
Right. So the AC joint is, I've learned this from having covered so many players that suffer this injury. It's where your collarbone basically connects to your rib cage in your chest. And there's cartilage in there, and when you sprain it, there's a separation of it. And again, I'm sure we have doctors who listen who can correct my, menial sports writer brain, but that's essentially the gist of it. And I think it's important to note, there's another reason why I like what they did today, to give that more time to heal, because he did get popped a couple times. But that's the injury that Carson Wentz had for the Vikings this year. And he got hit a bunch more times, and what happened? He ended up having to have surgery. His season's over. Carson Wentz is not Joe Montana, but he certainly gave the Vikings a better opportunity to win, which is not saying much, over J.J. McCarthy. And so he kept playing through that injury. There was the one game, I can't remember which game it was, but he was in just in excruciating pain, and he stayed out there. The last thing you need is for your franchise quarterback to be playing through that. So I know I think there was a mentality of, well, it's his non-throwing shoulder, right? That's true. And it's definitely a difference. But again, it's really important for him to be healthy for you to have any chance to go where you want to go. So I think today's game plan, the way the game played out, gave him some opportunity. But that is, dude, the Lions are a physical team now, and they watch ESPN and the NFL Network too. They know that he's got a jacked up non-throwing shoulder. You don't think they're going to take some shots at him? Of course they are. So if he's able to get some more healing in because he didn't get pressed in the way that he might have had this game been a shootout and he's having to stand in and get drilled by onrushing blitzers, that's a good thing for him to get a little closer to healthy.
So should I be worried or worried a little, or what's the...
I think you should be worried a little.
All right.
I mean, again, it's all a risk management deal, and if, like, you saw him, there was one time when he took off, and he very smartly slid very early because it's not worth it, right? Yep. And he and I, not that I'm a parent or an older brother or an uncle or anything like that to him, I don't mean to make it sound that way, but I have been around a long time, and I've told him the story of Aaron Rodgers in Detroit and the fact that the Packers are starting to get things going that season in 2010, and then he takes off on a run up the middle and gets a concussion. They lose that game 7-3. Matt Flynn struggles mightily. You have no idea if he's going to be able to get the job done in New England when we wake up in Foxborough the next week. Rodgers is out. Yep. They get a huge break when Deshaun Jackson has that punt return for a touchdown, I think for the Eagles was who he was with at the time. Because otherwise they would have been eliminated with that loss to the Patriots. So, and the point is that you never know what is in the future with your team. So if you put yourself in harm's way, Rodgers could have prevented a Super Bowl champion winning team from even getting there because he was reckless and risk-taking. And yeah, everyone loves the fact that you're tough and you'll give everything for your team, but you're the quarterback. So you have to look at it a little differently. And I'll be curious how Jordan does this, not just going forward this season, but thereafter, because I think Aaron Rodgers learned a really important lesson. And while he still took some chances, he was way more cautious about it because he knew what was at stake.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Homer, have a good night. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde, all Packers all the time, tomorrow 9 to 12 with Mark Tauscher. And again, we got our injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Yeah, I'll be worried about Jordan Love a little. It's an excellent point given the game in Detroit and the possibility of what could have whatever the percentage is. And will, as is this show, we don't have a name for it yet. It's not a soliloquy or whatever, Gary Ellison. But the final comments always come from Will because he's been here forever and he absorbs everything. And now, Will, take it away.
I thought this was the best that this team has looked since the first 2 weeks. I think that the offense finally opened with some rhythm, which is something that we haven't seen them do in a while. And I'm okay with Matt LaFleur playing conservative at the end. That's fine. You're on a short leash, short week, and you have a lot of I believe the next 3 games are divisional opponents too, so you're going to want to be well rested. You're starting running backs out. Jordan Love's hurt. That's fine. You get out to that early lead. The offense looks fantastic. I thought in the beginning they looked fantastic before they went conservative. They, instead of establishing the run, they established that they could just move the ball down the field, and then they killed the Vikings with the run later in the game. Emmanuel Wilson was awesome. But I thought the defense was really what made the game. I mean, McDuffie was phenomenal. Kamal Haddon filling in was great. Micah, dominant. Rashawn Gary got a sack, which I think is partially by virtue of everyone else being so dominant, but he's a guy that you need to get going at this time in the year. And I think for this team, this win is big just the way it happened because I don't think we've still seen them play a full game. And I think that today's game was a good indicator of what they could be down the stretch if they get hot at the right time.
This has been Green Bay Game Afternoon, and Will, normally very good and good again, decided not to give us the Emmanuel Wilson versus Josh Jacobs opinion.
I think Emmanuel Wilson's better.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought it since the Steelers game in the second half when Josh Jacobs missed some time. We talked about it, Homer. He just gets to the second level way more often, and the zone running versus the other scheme that they use for Josh Jacobs is so much more effective. It's so much more straight to the point, moving north-south and not east-west. More Emmanuel Wilson, please.
To borrow the phrase of Gary Ellerson, just let it settle. Let it settle a little bit.
Yeah,
you actually have.
That's why I didn't mention it.
You've thought this for some time.
Yeah,
and I think it's reasonable.
I'm still letting it settle.
The part of trying to figure out is this: well, we block this way and then we block this way, and I've never remembered ever hearing somebody say, "Well, this guy's good in this," and not just like you're a running back based on how good you are. But Packers win 23-6. They are a 2.5-point underdog Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, against the Detroit Lions. And yes, we will have a Green Bay game afternoon. Isn't it an 11 o'clock start? Isn't that when they do the first game?
I think it's 12.
12. It's always very early,
11,
but
it
doesn't matter. This show will exist. It's Thanksgiving Day, but that doesn't matter. When it's Packers and Lions, we're doing a show. What's next?
Prime time with Gabe Neitzel.
Yeah, does he have Tausch on?
I don't know if Tausch is on today, but I know Gabe's doing it.
There
for
you
sure.
have it. Gabe Neitzel next.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want